All right, if you guys are just joining me, this is Engineer Richard King here at the 2018 Golden Tee World Championships in Las Vegas at the Orleans Casino. We apologize for the massive delay. We are having some technical issues, and we are getting through that as we speak. We are going to, in the meantime, just send you over to some qualification matches that are going on, and we will have Adam Kramer and Kevin Lindsay feed you guys the links and the leaderboards if you don't already have them, and we will try to keep you guys in the know of what's going on so that we can resolve our issue, and we will give you guys the stream that you deserve. This is Rich King with GoldenTeeTV, and I'm
Jim
out,
and Peter
and
are
I
ready
will
for
have them on
golf
shortly.
from Calypso Key.
Joining me today in the tower is Peter Jacobson. Golfer 1, ready to hit. Next up, golfer 2. It might not clear it.
I expect a clean shot here. That's a perfect lie. A perfect lie. I love it.
Golfer 1. Golfer 1 trying for birdie. Golfer 2 for birdie. 2 for birdie. Golfer 1 ready to hit. Golfer 2 is ready to tee off.
Jim, it's perfectly in the fairway.
Over to golfer 1. Golfer 2. Well, he's dialed in now. Golfer 1 for birdie. 1 for birdie. Golfer 2 with a chance at birdie. Golfer 1 on tee.
That hit right by the cut.
And now the tee shot of golfer 2. Tremendous shot. Golfer 2 with a birdie effort. Golfer 1 putting and a birdie. Golfer 1 on tee. Golfer 2 ready to hit.
Nice tee shot.
Returning to golfer 1. Golfer 1 with a look at eagle. Golfer 2 putting here for eagle. On tee now, golfer 1. that made it to the dance floor. Ready to tee it up. It's golfer 2. Golfer 2 with an eagle putt. That putt made it, Peter. Golfer 1 holding a putter. He's got the eagle. Golfer 1 has honors.
That was right on target.
Golfer 2 up at the tee. Golfer 1 readies the putter. Birdie, Peter. Golfer 2 on the dance floor. That's a 2. Nice birdie, Peter. Leading things off is golfer 1. Golfer 2 ready to hit.
Oh my goodness.
Golfer 1. Back to golfer 2.
Whoa.
Golfer 1 with an eagle putt. Golfer 2 with a look at eagle.
That ball had a little bite to put the brakes on.
Ready at the tee. It's golfer 2.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Golfer 2 with a shot at eagle. That's in the cup. Golfer 1 with an eagle attempt. With honors, it's golfer 1. Golfer 1 is ready to tee off. That's an impressive tee shot, Peter. On tee now, it's golfer 2.
Amazing! That is really long.
Back to the talented golfer 1. He'll be happy with this. Over to golfer 2.
He's got to adjust for the heavy wind from the right.
Safely on the green. Golfer 2 readies the putter. Eagle, my. Golfer 1, a chance for eagle. Golfer 1 has honors. Golfer 2 on the tee.
Needed a little more mustard.
Golfer 1.
That works. Right in there.
Golfer 2, putting. And it's in. Nice birdie. With honors, golfer 1.
Excellent.
Ready at the tee. It's golfer 2. Golfer 1 about to putt. Golfer 2, a chance for eagle. Golfer 1 ready to putt. And the third shot's a birdie. And now the final tee shot. It's golfer 2. He is going to love this drive. Teeing it up for the last time today, it's golfer 1.
Man, that's a bomb.
Peter, what's the wind doing?
You've got to watch the wind here, Jim, or you'll be way left of the pin.
Hazard, Peter, look out.
He's dry, Jim.
Golfer 2. Wow. Golfer 1 with a bid for eagle. Put it on the card. Golfer 2 with a look at eagle. with the putter, trying for eagle. Eagle. Golfer 1 from the tee box.
That'll hold, and he'll be putting.
Golfer 2 on tee.
I think it's going to be short.
Golfer 2 with the putter, trying for eagle. Golfer 1 with an eagle putt, Golfer 1, first up. Golfer 2 up at the tee. Returning to golfer 2 from the first cut off the green. And no need to putt here, Peter. Golfer 1 has this for birdie. Golfer 1, first up. Next up, golfer 2. Right in the fairway.
He's sitting good. Needed one more biscuit for breakfast.
Back to the talented golfer 1. Golfer 1 is away. In the cup, Peter.
Good one.
Golfer 2 with a shot at eagle. In the cup. Ready at the tee. It's golfer 1. On the green in pretty good shape, Peter. Golfer 2 at the tee. On the green, that'll work. Golfer 2 with the putter. That's in the hole in 2 shots. Nice eagle. Golfer 1 on the green. A great eagle putt. Golfer 1 at the tee.
Close, very close.
Golfer 2 up at the tee.
That's on target.
Golfer 1 with the short stick. And a birdie. 2 looking at a birdie. On tee now, it's golfer 1.
That's huge.
Golfer 2. Golfer 2 ready to hit.
Very nice.
Golfer 1. Well, how about that? Returning to golfer 2. Golfer 2 has this for birdie. Golfer 1 now putting. A nice birdie putt. Teeing it up first is golfer 1. A drive to remember. On tee now, it's golfer 2. 2.
What a majestic drive. Wow. This is a nice lie.
Golfer 1 to take a go at it.
That's why the short game is so important.
Oh my! Golfer 2 stands before the ball. That's how you do it. Ready at the tee. It's golfer 1. It's on. He'll love it, Peter. Golfer 2 now on tee. Close, Peter, right by the pin. Golfer 2, ready to putt. Peter, a nice birdie, 2. Golfer 1, looking at birdie. With the first look, it's golfer 1. Nice shot. Golfer 2 on the tee. I hope he has insurance. How's it look to you, Peter.
He'll launch it if he gives it full power.
Golfer 1 on the green, trying for eagle. Golfer 2's putting again, Ready to tee off. It's golfer 1. Ready to tee it up. It's golfer 2.
Are you kidding me? There should be no problem with this shot.
This one looks good. Here again is golfer 1. He'll be happy with this. Golfer 2 with a shot at eagle. Golfer 1 with a shot at eagle. Teeing it up first is golfer 1.
That's heading right for it.
Next up, golfer 2.
Wow, that was dead on.
Golfer 2, a birdie putt. Golfer 1, ready to putt. It's in for a birdie 2. Golfer 1, ready to hit. Golfer 2 on tee. Golfer 1.
Great one.
And now to golfer 1. Golfer 1.
This guy's magic around the greens.
Golfer 2 for birdie with this putt. Next up, golfer 2.
Now he's taking it too far. This is going to spin back and get close.
Ready to tee off. It's golfer 1 for 1. Peter, what do we have?
A full club is trouble. This shot requires a bit less power.
for 2. In the cup, double eagle. Eagle.
Now that was a perfect shot.
Golfer 1 to putt. Yes! Eagle. First up, it's golfer 2.
Well done.
Golfer 1 at the tee. 1 at the tee. Now hitting, it's golfer 1.
What a nice lie. There's no way.
Back to the talented golfer 2.
Yikes.
Golfer 1, a birdie putt. In the hole. Golfer 2 is away.
What a nice little shot.
Golfer 2 is ready to tee off. Golfer 1 on tee. Golfer 2. Golfer 1 stands before the ball. Nice touch. Over to golfer 2. Who needs a putter? Golfer 1 teeing off for the final time today. And now the final tee shot, golfer 2.
Oh boy, not a good lie.
That's bad, Peter. Back again to golfer 1.
This guy's magic around the green.
Golfer 2 to hit. Golfer 2 to end the hole with no damage.
Another great round of golf. Let's take a look at some of the Golden Tee moments of the game. We saw a glimpse of magic with this one. The performance continued with this marvel. After this, there was no stopping him. Even in the darker moments, the fight didn't end. There were some bleak moments. And where dreams become reality, this was next. And so, there it is. On behalf of the entire Golden Tee Golf team, I'm Peter Jacobson thanking you for playing Golden Tee Golf. So long, everybody.
A round of Golden Tee Golf. An excellent choice. Let's check in. Check in. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day here at Highland Links. What a marvelous day for golf. Welcome, friends, to another round of Golden Tee Golf. Tee Golf. It's check-in time. Another perfect day for golf here at Highland Links. It's a great day for Golden Tee Golf. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Identification time. Let's check in. Let's get things started with Jim and Peter at Rhineland.
With me today is seven-time winner on the PGA Tour, Mr. Peter Jacobson. Peter?
And now the tee shot of golfer one. Golfer one. Golfer two on the tee.
That hit right by the hole.
Golfer one, putting for one, putting here for eagle. Golfer two on the green, trying for eagle. Golfer one from the tee box. You couldn't walk it out there any better than that. Golfer two, now on tee. Now hitting is golfer two. Golfer one. What a shot. Golfer two prepares to putt. It's in for eagle. Golfer one with the putter, trying for eagle. Golfer one on tee. Pull out the putter, he's on the green. Ready to tee off, it's golfer two.
This one needs enhancement.
Golfer two with an attempt at eagle. Golfer one with an eagle putt. On tee now, golfer one. this. Golfer 2, this for birdie. Golfer 1 with a birdie effort. Let's watch the tee shot of golfer 1.
Set himself up nicely here. That's right in the fairway.
Ready at the tee. It's golfer 2. Now hitting is golfer 1.
This wind will force the ball to the left. You have to be careful here. Careful here. Watch it.
Golfer 2.
It might do it.
Golfer 1 on the green, trying for eagle. Golfer 2 with an eagle putt. Ready to tee it up. Golfer 1. Just a little spin here. Golfer 2 at the tee. This will grab and hold here. Golfer 1 putting here for eagle. Golfer 2 with an eagle putt. Golfer 1 at the tee. Golfer 2 is ready to tee off.
Incoming.
Golfer 2 now putting. Birdied that one. Golfer 1 with this for birdie. Golfer 1 on tee. Golfer 2 ready to hit. Back again to golfer 1. Off the groomed grass.
Does your husband play?
And now to golfer 2. Golfer 1 trying for birdie. It's in the hole. Golfer 2 is up.
That's how you hit short ones.
Golfer 1 up at the tee. And now the tee shot of golfer 2.
Right off the fairway in the first cut. Fantastic.
Golfer 1. Back to golfer 1.
He's almost dancing, Jim.
And it's in.
Well.
Golfer 2 putting here for eagle.
little backspin there.
Golfer 2 from the tee box. Nice. Golfer 1 with a putt for birdie. Golfer 2 with this for birdie. Golfer 1 hits first. Off the edifice. Next up, it's golfer 2.
Could be trouble, Jim.
Now up, it's golfer 1. Puts it close, leaving a short putt.
Just what he wanted. Just what he wanted.
jumped in the chat, and Adam's like, "Hey there,
Hey,
how
what's
you
going
know?"
on, you guys? It's Rich
And I
King
was
with
like,
GoldenTeeTV,
"What lizard?" Question mark.
and I
Oh yeah.
am
All right, let's
only
see if
letting
we
you guys know
Okay,
we
there we
might
go.
have figured out our issue.
Spam.
We
Can
are
you put
going
this
to
on
switch
Instagram?
over
Yes.
to
You're our Insta
Adam
guy.
and
Let us know if
Kevin,
you guys can hear us, by the
and
way.
they could
Before
tell
we
you
start
that it's all
saying
their
it for
fault.
everything.
But
This
I hope you guys are
What's that?
enjoying
I
the
can drink anything.
one match
Yeah.
that we're showing you with qualifications
Honestly,
between Jeff Harlow and Paul
given
Taylor.
today's
But
events,
again, this is Richard King, and
this
we're
is
going
like-
to switch you guys over for those
this
of
is
you
like
who are watching. Thank
adamantium,
you.
like my Wolverine.
And
I'm
remember,
just
wonder if she'd
tomorrow
bring
we're
me
going
a
to start at
bucket
11
of,
a.m. A real start,
whiskey
because all these
Cokes.
were fun starts. And
Hey,
I will
No,
talk
I'm
to you
already
guys
getting
later.
enough of that this morning.
And we're going to switch you over
How about
to
a
the one and
giant
only
tuna sandwich from
the
Subway
fun
that you kept
redhead,
in your fridge overnight?
Kevin,
That shit
Lindsay,
was
and
cold tuna
and then just Adam.
sandwich. That's the best.
God.
I ate.
Check in.
No. I bought it at 2 in the morning last night. I had half before I went to bed.
Which, again, is the weirdest damn...
No, that's why I put it in the fridge, and I haven't died yet. So, they hear us.
You hear us?
I think we're officially
Okay,
live.
good.
I can't get a live stream on my phone, but hey.
That's what I just put on the internet. Who is the youngest player? Oh, by the way, welcome back. Hopefully you guys can hear us. Let us know if you can hear us. 2018 Golden Tee World Championship. We are in the Orleans showroom. We're about halfway through the qualifier. The qualifier is available on GoldenTee.com. It's awesome. Live dynamic leaderboard. Andy Haas right now is your favorite. Well, he's not your favorite. He's your winner. He is also one of the favorites. We'll get to the betting odds.
Yeah, he's
momentarily.
87, minus 87 after 3 courses. And the setups in Safari were good. We saw a lot of 30s, a couple 30s on Calypso. And Ryland, a couple people were getting getting beat up on Ryland.
By the way, I want to give a quick shout out to Jeff Sutyak. Jeff is A really good player. B has had like horrible migraines today.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know if we can put this on the internet. I was like literally throwing up in the cab line. I don't know why we can.
I don't
Jeff
know why.
doesn't care.
We
What
say
the hell?
weird or worse things.
But literally so bad that he threw up in the cab line because of his migraines. And the guy right now is the 4th qualifier on the board at minus 85. He was literally sleeping in a back room to try and rest. That is awesome.
Yeah, and I
hope Jeff's
I
all
don't
right, by the way.
have good experience with migraines. I've only had maybe one, but I know they're awful. I hate
they're
headaches
terrible.
are terrible, and migraines are even worse.
No, so that, I mean, again.
kudos to him for
hopefully
for pushing.
Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's all right. So, all right, we are getting going here. We are done with Rhineland. We are on our 4th course, correct? We're about to start
We're
our
about
4th,
to start our 4th course.
which is not Mayfield, which is Royal Dubai.
is Royal.
So we're turning the lights out, which is awesome. And speaking of awesome, this setup is fantastic. We got to really thank the Orleans. We got to thank Boyd Gaming. We're looking at our final betting on sheet here, and I know we've talked about that a lot. We'll continue to talk about it, but
Talk to ourselves about it.
and I think there's an interesting thing with this final odd sheet. I'll be honest. Lance Harris, who's a tremendous player, closed as our favorite to win the World Championship at 3-1.
Interesting. That's his odds jumped a lot over the last couple of days.
I've been saying forever that Lance is going to have a breakthrough event, and because he's tremendous. I mean, you look at scoring numbers and stuff, and we have some stats here that we'll pull with different guys. And by the way, you're just watching. We're between matches, so you're just kind of watching the guys get ready. We timed the qualifier a little bit differently this year. We want everybody playing all at the same time. So oftentimes in qualifiers, you've got guys standing over each other's shoulders, seeing the different setups. This year, we're kind of official, so official-ish. So we're kind of waiting a little bit, pacing it out, but these guys are still flying through these games.
Yeah, absolutely. And just noticed this now. Matt Welter is now number 2 after 3 courses.
Ooh.
29 on Safari, 28 on Calypso, 29 on Ryland. So I kind of want to point out, he just got in yesterday.
Yeah.
Later yesterday. So some of these guys got in early Thursday and had a long. And then he's in the back.
Okay. Are these guys logging in now? Or are they still? No, they're still money shotting.
All right. I don't like this scene right here.
To what? From here?
Shout out to Andy Hansen for running a Sbarro.
Championship bracket. Everybody's playing all 5 courses today. I should say 5 of our 7 courses, which were randomly selected. Great shot points used as a tiebreaker. And then everybody else, that top 32, 33 through 64, will play in our single elimination silver bracket, which starts at 11 tomorrow. So,
which $3 grand on the line for that, I believe, too. You know,
yes. Okay, and the voice you may hear in the background is lovely Matt Van. Here we are. We're live.
Oh, yeah.
Ish.
There we go.
So
perfect. So they can watch me eat pizza and talk about Golden Tee.
Is our pizza here?
Oh, it is. Absolutely. Thank you, Andy Hansen. Much appreciated, my friend. Yeah. Shout out to Agua.
So,
no.
Shout out to Sonny Stevenson. Okay, so we are starting Royal Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
We are then going to play Rattlesnake, which I'm interested to see.
Yeah, the Rattlesnake, we talked about this last night on the Close to the Pin, just kind of previewing today. The scoring can possibly be vital. What's the word I'm looking for?
It's going to be nuts. It's volatile.
Oh, yeah. Volatile.
It's vital, too.
Yes.
You want to score.
Yes. We could possibly see a 33 or 34 that it has set up before for something like that. So it's not in the realm of impossible.
Well, the thing that's fun about it being the last course is there's a 25 there. We'll get a cut line update. And it couldn't be, you could shoot a 34, you could shoot 24. Yeah. So it's
or
to
18.
Me, yeah.
So.
Okay, we're looking at the leaderboard now, by the way, because guys are getting going on Royal Dubai. The cut line right now, top 32, Andy Fox is on the number at 79 under. I know he was not happy he shot 22 on Rhineland, which is not Andy Fox material because the guy's awesome. I mean, most of us would, I'm not happy with the 22 under. I'm actually decent at this game.
I wouldn't go that far, but hey.
No, but
you know, I just want to point out really quick, Adam Kramer, in his defense, he did shoot a -30 on Thursday.
I was going to mention. I'm glad you did.
You know, he beat Andy Haas, 2-time world champ, and Greg Kinsler, 2-time world champ, who are here today. So we just wanted to make sure we got that brag point out for Adam before he missed it. So.
Every once in a while, thank you. I'm glad you're.
I just want to make sure everyone knew that you had one good game this year.
That is like the only game I've played.
I want to have you scooch over a little bit this way so you're more in the light.
There we go. Why you want you? Oh, am I?
You're dark.
It looks tan. I look pretty tan though, looking on the.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe.
All right, so we are starting our 4th course. If you guys have not, we're looking at the dynamic leaderboard now.
Yeah, so I did notice our little dynamic leaderboard. It's it is kind of it's having a moment right now. The people being on hole 0, like just checking in and haven't actually completed yet, it's kind of sticking through.
But GoldenTee.com, click on the Golden Tee tab. You go down to the Vegas, the qualifier, and you can see what you're doing. I know we've talked to people in the live stream about wanting to see what their friends are doing. Thank you. Shout out to my nice tuxedo, by the way.
Oh, Jay. Oh, of course.
Thanks, Jay.
Yeah, you
Shout out to Jay Huber, by the way, one of the architects of our back end, all the stuff we did on the web. And I know Jay's watching and having fun, so Jay, cheers.
And then actually a lot of his work and our new guy, Paul Kroll, as well. We got some really sweet brackets that we'll show you guys after qualifying's over. You can see how the matches are going to pair out tomorrow.
Yes.
And it'll be fun.
So, all right, so 4th course is getting going. Our mainstream games here will be up shortly. The room is great. We still got people watching in the crowd.
And just to clarify, because the graphic is a little backwards, Adam Kramer is on your right, and I am Kevin Lindsay on your left. I don't want my name being associated with.
No, we're not going to have it.
No.
Just double not going to have.
Lot Lizard Mania.
No, it's
Don't
rough.
Google that.
Yes, don't. So, okay, so we still have 2 more courses to go. Scoring as a whole, I would say, is probably right where it should be. It's probably a little bit better than I thought it would be. I thought the venue would psych some people out.
That's a really good point. We came into this Wednesday for setup, 16 brand new machines, 55-inch TVs, which not a lot of these players play. I'm sure you guys followed the fun jabbing jack drama on Facebook about the 55 inches. But I'll tell you what, there's a reason why these 64 players are here. They're some of the top players in the world. They adjust on the fly. As Don Pescioni, our Vice President of Amusements, will say, champions adjust. So, and so far, nobody's had really any complaints. Kudos to Jason from the Orleans and his team for this entire stage setup.
Yep.
Shout out to people from Incredible Technologies like Brad Litz, Andy Hansen, a bunch of people. I can't
Sean
list them all right now.
McMenemy is running around like crazy.
Sean's
Richard
helping
King,
out.
by the way, is working his tail off to get the stream going here. So
Yep.
we're fully up and running. It's going to be fun.
Yeah,
It's
and
and it's going to be intense, too. I'm looking at the qualifying scores. So 86 under right now is your top qualifier. And when you look at like the difference, you've got, you go down the list and now then it starts to jumble a little bit, but they're pretty tightly packed.
Yes.
Like three in there. So you've seen a handful of kind of the blow up rounds. And Rhineland will do that. Some of the courses will do that. I think Royal Dubai could do that as well. So it'll be interesting to see what these guys do. Okay, we are actually good now watching Jeff Harlow, Paul Taylor. I love watching Jeff Harlow play Golden Tee.
Yeah, 2004 world champion.
Yes.
A great player from the 4 era. Really good player from the live area.
Oh, yeah. No, and
What's that?
oh, sorry, cut line.
Adam's too busy talking about his -30 he shot on Safari the other day. So
It was pretty good, -30.
He beat Andy Haas and Greg
minus
Kinsler.
83. Sean.
Oh, you reloaded it. It's because, yeah, we'll have to find out and let you know.
All right, we'll work on that.
Actually, I got you.
Sorry,
All right, Skipper,
sorry, Matt.
get away from this
Sorry,
table
Matt.
right now.
Incredible.
Shout out to Skipper Ripper.
So I like watching Jeff Harlow play because there's a finesse aspect to his game that's in a repetition era where these guys are just hitting shot after shot. Jeff's got it's actually a little bit strange to play against because he's got such tremendous touch that I kind of short circuit when I play with Harlow because he can do things I cannot. Shocker, yes.
Yeah, and I talked
there.
to him a couple months ago at one of the National Peggott events, and he wasn't sure if he was going to make this. He qualified, he was top qualifier in one of our Worlds events, and he's like, he finally got the okay from the wife to come out to Vegas and see if he can get that, break that 14-year absence of a Golden Tee World Championship,
Yes, absolutely. All right, so we are on Royal Dubai, and we are watching.
Oh, good. They're not showing us anymore, so I can start eating all of my.
Is there pizza over there?
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Well, you can't eat it into the microphone. Though.
Well, that's all right.
You can turn here. Go ahead. You start. I can. We'll go back and forth.
Watch this.
Well, here,
You
just
can
turn
still hear
here.
me. No, you can still hear me. I want everyone to listen.
It's going to sound horrible.
No.
It's going to sound
I know.
horrible. If you hear Kevin eating, I can already hear the bag. There you
You're
go.
still going to hear the bag.
I'll go
from your-
solo. All right, there we go. All right, so we are live. Share this stream, by the way. Ooh, that looks good. Share this stream. Spam it out to everyone here. We're in the Orleans showroom. Golden Tee World Championship qualifying. If you want to see updated scores, GoldenTee.com. You are watching Jeff Harlow and Paul Taylor. Both guys right now, Jeff Harlow, strong, 28, 28, 24 through his first 3 games. And Paul Taylor, 28, 25, 26. So these guys are right in the thick of it. Scoring is pretty good right now. I think, obviously, these are 64 of the best players in the world. Definitely see the body language starting to come out a little bit with all these guys as their intensity ratchets up a little bit. If you guys have questions, post them in the YouTube stream, and we are happy to answer. A little bit look around the qualifier still. Matt Welter, really, really strong. One of the last people to get here, as Kevin had said earlier. Seth Sanifer now playing Royal, and again, this leaderboard. It's almost a little bit hard to track as we're in the mix of it because it updates so frequently. Really, really cool stuff that we've done. And again, GoldenTee.com. If you haven't checked it out, they say that they can hear you chewing. You're not even eating yet, but I still admire that, Brad. Thank you so much. Look at this. Are we going? We kind of. Transition screens?
Camera reception?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you what, this pizza is delicious.
It looks pretty good.
Oh, we're good.
All right, we're back. Paul Taylor. I like this. Is an interesting pin placement.
Forgot how big Sbarro pizzas are.
Maybe a low T bite. Yep. Whatever. Yep. Ooh, good shot there. Chris Eversole. Oh man, look at these nerds. Shout out, world champion. This isn't a bad look. I could see one of these guys getting this real close. They want to know what kind of pizza. It is a Supreme. Kevin is, there is a lot going on that pizza.
Oh, man, it's all good.
That is an orgy of toppings on your pizza. It does look pretty good. Golf Stars wants to know how the pizza is. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, Golf Stars. Your pizza is now the talk of the internet. Hot dog on a stick, thank goodness. Chris Eversole, old school national world champion jagging, which is solid. All right, let's take a little look around what people are doing on Royal Dubai as we check in here with Paul Taylor.
Richard King hasn't switched to the camera while I'm eating pizza.
Well, Ryan Tanzi, Taco Pizza guy. That guy is strong supporter of Team Taco. Looking around here, Seth Sandifer 16 under through 10. That's pretty strong. Anthony Johnson 15 through 9. Strong, playing well. I tell you, the cut line is going to be pretty wild because this is why I love Rattlesnake being the last one. There's so many guys in that 16 to 40 range where it's going to get, I think it's going to get really interesting.
Actually, I'm kind of glad you brought that up. We haven't really talked about the cut line too much. I figured I'd take a break from my pizza to bring this up. If you guys go on this chat and you guys give us your cut line prediction, give us a score, total score, and great shot points. The closest person that we can verify that they
You're going to give them $1,000 of your own money.
Actually, of the Bank of Adam Kramer. No, actually, they're going to get a $50 Golden Tee gift card.
There you go. I like it. That was on the fly?
That was on the fly.
All right. Spending that marketing budget. I'm in. Okay. I like that. All right. So you have what?
I'll tell you what. You can post it in the YouTube chat. You can tweet to us on Twitter at Golden Tee. Post it to Golden Tee Fan on Facebook, Golden Tee on Facebook. I don't care. As long as we get that score and that suggestion, we will give somebody a $50 gift card.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Okay.
Now I'm going to eat some pizza.
Okay. There we go. So tweet us. You have before Rattlesnake. Okay. You have to get it in before this fourth course is done. So do it quickly, and Kevin's going to send you $1,000 of his own dollars. All right. Let's see. Oh, a little tiered green action. That is a lengthy putt, by the way, in terms of tiered green. Probably not the putt that he wanted, that's for certain. Okay, our first guess. That's a heck of a putt. That is a heck of a putt. And I would not have made that. Minus 129, minus 119, minus 127 our guess right now for the cut line. Minus 129, that would be that would be like legendary in terms of cut lines when it comes to Golden Tee, but this is probably, but is one of the strongest fields we've ever had. Again, you're watching Royal Dubai, our 4th course in our qualifier right now, 4 of 5, top 32 of the 64 players advance, $100,000 prize pool, $20,000 top prize. Tomorrow at 11, we will start match play for the silver bracket. At 1, we will start match play for the championship bracket, and 11 a.m. 1 for the championship. 11.
It sounded like you said 1.
Oh, okay. 11 a.m. on silver, 1 p.m. for championship. Golf Stars guess is 128, by the way. I like that guess.
2019 pre-orders. I think Josh is actually taking for the home edition.
Soonish. Yeah, we're getting there. We're definitely getting there.
Which actually,
127, 129, 126, 125. Those seem like strong guesses.
honestly, that was so good, I might just take it.
I've had today only a yogurt parfait and a banana. That's been my food for the day. And 2 Budweisers. Ooh, that's tough. That's a water ball for Paul Taylor.
All right. So shout out to Sabaros of the Orleans in Las Vegas. Wonderful pizza.
Really, really good pizza. We're in the showroom. 4th course. It's this is the make or break time. Every shot here counts. I think the interesting thing on I'm interested to see what hole 18 sets up as, because that can be a monster. Actually, to me, this is one of my tougher courses. Like, this is a course that kind of you can just sort of bleed out. You just kind of keep bleeding strokes, because there's a lot of different opportunities to just miss a certain shot and really just go on tilt.
Yeah, even with the new tee boxes that came out in April, a couple of holes became a little bit easier to drive, but they're also hard to drive as well. Like,
yeah.
Some of them you got to hit a 3-wood over. What is that, hole 8 that we saw these guys trying to drive earlier? There's a couple of holes that got a lot easier, but a few of them that got really harder too. So you're not going to see too much fluctuation in these scores. You're probably going to see 27s, 8, and 9, maybe a 30 under in first, depending on how many water balls these guys hit.
That's a good shot there. By the way, we're still figuring out. I know people have asked about the Golden Tee 2019 preview hour. We're trying to figure. We may do it tomorrow before the championship bracket. We may do that tomorrow at noon, just because we've had some stream stuff and want to let people kind of watch what's going on with the qualifier. We got Rattlesnake coming up, which I want to narrate, so we'll figure it out. But we do have a sheet here, 2 sheets, of all the features coming in Golden Tee 2019, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to get Don Pescioni and Jim Zielinski. We want to get Larry Hodgson on. But for now, you're going to listen to the sweet sounds of me and you.
Kevin Lindsay, Adam Kramer to my left.
Yes.
Baby Gap.
Yes. Tiered green ahoy. There you go. What do you think of tiered greens?
I actually enjoy them.
Keep in mind oh, really? Me too. I love tiered greens. Because I like my job. No, I do think, like with a shot like this, it does add an interesting element, because you can be a little bit more creative. In fact, what you're seeing Paul here, if you're wondering what he's doing, I thought he was going full city for a sec.
He absolutely is
going. So if you're wondering why he would potentially turn right here, you're going to get your ball to kick up to the left. And this is a more common shot in the era of daily contest repeat shots, where guys can not necessarily go straight at it, but actually hit a more productive shot by aiming to the right and kicking it back in.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good.
I'll tell you
hop.
what, my true thoughts of the tiered greens.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
If the pin is on the underside of a tiered green, that's great. If I have a chance, like on Rattlesnake, that 1 par 4, 13 or 14. If the pin is at the top and I need to kick it up there, they're not fun to try and putt through.
No, they're not.
We're not all like Paul Taylor who can make 89-footers up and down those.
Yeah, Paul, oof, oh man, Jeff cutting those trees closer than he probably wanted. Or at least it looked like that from here, but still he's fine. Getting down here to the nitty-gritty of Royal Dubai with this heat. Look at Paul Taylor's moves. Did you see that?
I missed that. I was looking at the leaderboard.
He looked like, you know, he had like rhythm. I am predicting, I could see this dropping for Mr. Harlow, guy who's made a few of these over, what, 25 years or however
Something
long
like
he's been
that.
playing.
Yeah, he's been playing a while.
Nope, I jinxed him. Not a bad shot, but not a great shot. I'm hearing clapping, by the way, which is
Usually a good sign at a Golden Tee tournament.
usually a good sign. When you hear clapping, that's usually genuine. Like it's not somebody, you know, like when you had the mop
Especially in
out
the
earlier.
qualifier. Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, no. I think, you know, there is a level of appreciation for what people do well here. Everybody wants to do well, but when someone does something unique, the room wants to, you know, celebrate it, right? Like there's
absolutely.
The camaraderie here is pretty
You
awesome.
know, even tomorrow when it comes down to the 2018 Golden Tee World Championship and $20,000 on the top prize, you know, these guys, yeah, you don't always like when your opponent does better than you. But when it comes down to it,
No,
these guys are genuine, and they, you know, they'll definitely admit when somebody else is the better Golden Tee player.
Oh no, and they are genuinely. These guys put a lot of time in. These guys know each other. They gamble with one another. They drink with each other. I mean, this is a really tight group, so it's kind of fun to see. Last night we saw it close to the pin with some of the ways that guys were celebrating each other's achievements. Good shot there.
Yeah, the shot by Paul Taylor, that was a nice fringe love backspin with almost went into the hole.
All right, so 17, 18. I have not seen what the look is on 18 yet.
I want to call it. I'm going to say it's probably pretty favorable because Brian Oldie shot a 29, Mouth shot a 29, Joe shot a 30, Joe Massara.
So that's the high score here for Dubai right now is the 30 under. No, hole out. Getting a little.
Oh, Dave Sandmeyer, he must have. Let's see. I want to see this. Dave Sandmeyer, our Busch Light sponsored Team Wisconsin member.
Close to the pin champion.
Well, qualifying
ish,
champion.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. So he went in the water, had a long chip. It went up the wall and then down in the hole for some great shot points.
Good,
That's
good work
pretty awesome.
by him. All right, so this isn't no danger here. All right, let's see what 18 is. 18 is an interesting hole because there's so many different shots you can play. You can use different tees. I've used high and low tees. You can use basically just about every spin type depending on what you have. So let's see what these guys have here.
Yeah, this is actually a really, to some people this might look like a difficult look with the pin being in the middle, but having that wind, that 11 wind to your left, obviously, unfortunately for Jeff, that didn't work out well. He did not get the the 11-mile-an-hour wind that he wanted, but he's kind of in between clubs too. That's disappointing because Harlow was on 29 pace. Paul Taylor, nice 6-wood medium with bite. He was able to hold on to the green there.
Yeah, it's an unnerving shot. I mean, the pin isn't too bad typically because you can kind of float it up. Now this is
Jeff's in a tough spot here because he's in the
look at
rough
all.
and 11-mile-an-hour wind did not treat him well on the previous tee shot.
And also this shot for the casual guy is, I mean,
I take that back. That was actually a hell of a shot.
Wow.
There's a reason why he's a former world champion.
Yeah, no,
you know?
he is. And, man, he didn't even look like he hit that hard. And he got a lot on it. So that's a good recovery there.
There's a reason why we're sitting at the commentary desk and not out in the field.
So, all right. Not bad. 28 will do. 27, not bad. So good rounds overall.
So quick qualifying overall score
Use the
update.
facilities.
All right, quick qualifying update. Not everybody, you know, we're only half of the way through the first heat on Ryland, but as of right now, Joe Massaro is in first with a minus 115 and 173,000 great shot points. Mark the Mouth Muklovich is minus 113 with 110,000 great shot points after Royal Dubai. Brian Olday, who plays as Nardzilla, he is 113 with 58,000 after Royal Dubai. And then there's Matt Welter, who actually, right now, he is minus 26 through hole 17 on Royal, but he's actually in 4th place still. So if he picks up an eagle on hole 18, he will actually be number 2 qualifier as of the players who have finished the Royal Dubai course already. So now that that Jeff and Paul have finished up on machine 3, we will we'll get it changed over to another group for the second heat of Royal Dubai. Okay, so it's red. We're live. Okay, actually, Adam Kramer's going to take a pizza break from Sabaros. I'm here with Dave Sandmeyer, Team Wisconsin, Team Busch Light, our closest to the pin. He didn't win the event. That was Mouth last night, but he did win the 64th qualifying spot. And Dave, as somebody who was probably drinking since way before noon yesterday, how did that feel?
Well, I started drinking yesterday at 8 a.m., but today I started drinking at 5:30 a.m.
But I'll tell you what, though, Dave, after 4 courses is minus 97. So he is not out of the running yet. Because I'll tell you what, Rattlesnake is a Viatel course. It can, you know, anybody can shoot a 20 or they can shoot a 33. So, Dave, I know you've been drinking since 5:30, but it's Las Vegas. It's acceptable. If you guys didn't get a chance to check it out, you really have to go watch the clip last night of Dave playing Tony Johnson, because I called it on the stream. I told Adam, I said, Tony hit his shot, hole 9 closest to the pin, Dave's last chance to beat Tony Johnson. It was hole 17 of Bayou Bay, not a really fun course for most players. Really good look, and Dave, he hit bite on his shot, and I tell you what, when that ball trickled from the top of the green with that up 7 down, honestly, we heard the loud excitement from the machine before we saw it on the stream, but I honestly thought you drained it. I mean, it was like, it kind of like time stopped on that because we knew that you were going to be beating his 6 feet or whatever he was at.
He was at 7. I mean, Tony's an unbelievable guy. He really is. If you've never met Tony, he's really cool.
Tony Johnson, he plays as Whammy. He's from Minnesota. He's one of a great group of guys from Minnesota. He was a true gentleman. I mean, he was cheering
Yeah.
Dave on the entire time. He was, you know.
It started in hole 1. I mean, he just said, "Hey, you're gonna have to beat me, but I wish you the best of luck." And he's an incredible guy. Incredible
Tony's
guy.
a straight up guy. You know. So what we're going to do is Richard King. He's going to switch the stream back to one of these games. We're just having a few technicals, so it was kind of it was obvious to talk to you. You know, we wanted to talk to you last night, but by the time we could, you were sleeping in one of the seats.
I did get a little drunk yesterday, just so you know.
I'm very surprised, and so is the entire GoldenTee streaming community.
If you've ever met me, I drink a lot.
I mean, at least
And
you
often.
admit it, and we're in Las Vegas.
We were in Vegas.
Look at that.
And to me, just to make it here was really cool. It's unbelievable.
Oh, no, and I tell you what,
It's
honestly,
unbelievable.
every single guy that I talked to was very excited for you last night. I mean, it really couldn't have happened to a better guy. You're always taking care of everybody, you know, buying Busch Lights, which is, you know, we'll talk about that later, but you're always taking care of people.
If you've never met Will Sanstead, and if you're not friends with him on Facebook, you should really watch the video because it got really ugly for me last night. But Will is an awesome guy, too. All these Minnesota guys, Wes, Whammy, Will, even Al Jazz a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's stretching it. But hey.
It's really kind of cool to be just included in this community because to me, it's just pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully, Dave, maybe we'll get a chance to walk up and down the strip this weekend again.
Can we get drink together again?
We
a little
can,
bit?
as long as you don't leave and then have to spend an hour and a half trying to find you.
What happened,
While not
though,
answering
can
your
you
phone.
tell everybody what happened? You wanted to go back to your hotel room because you wanted to sit on the can, and I fell asleep in your room. Just what happened.
Right, which wasn't the problem. It was when we were on
the strip and I passed out? That happened too.
Old Vegas. Yeah, and
that happened again.
You passed out and you weren't answering your phone, and of course, me being the great guy I am, didn't want to just leave
You did
by
not
yourself.
leave me hanging.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, I appreciate that.
Oh, I know you did. No, I know you did, but you know what happens in
I got
Vegas?
pretty drunk last night.
You know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
No, it doesn't.
Talk about it.
You want to see the videos?
No,
look at GoldenTeeTV fan. You'll see a lot of videos of me.
There's also a picture of me posing unintentionally, and then also me with a mop. Right now on GoldenTeeTV fan, there's a Paige Gossett, wonderful, wonderful woman. She posted. She helps a lot at these tournaments.
Yeah,
she
Paige
posted
is
a picture.
pretty cool.
We're doing a poll of who mopped up better, Andy Haas at the NIV or myself
I got
at the World
Kevin.
Championship.
I got Kevin
Yeah.
in that.
I had
I
a
got
few
Kevin in
votes
that.
out there already, so we'll check in on that later. But we switched over to, I believe, Machine 4, Greg Kinsler and Jeff Lannon qualifying. Actually, 2 Illinois guys. Greg Kinsler, 2-time world champion, 2002 and 2007. Conveniently playing as himself in the game.
I will say this also: Machine 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the stream are incredible players. It's just so cool to watch that.
Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You know, like Adam and I were saying earlier, there's a couple of chances for mistakes, but that happens anytime somebody's playing, especially on a stage like this with $20,000 on the line.
Yeah.
The other thing we didn't mention too, you know, I talked about Greg Kinsler playing as himself in the game.
That's pretty cool.
That's if you win, the winner of the 2018 GoldenTee World Championship will get their likeness in the game. In GoldenTee 2019, our 30th anniversary. Right now we have Greg Kinsler, Chris Eversole. Who else is in there? Andy Haas, Mark Stenmark. A lot of great champions. I feel like I'm missing somebody, but Kinsler, Eversole, Haas, no, actually, no, we're not, because Haas won in 2008, and then 2016 we took off some of the baby fat from his 2008 victory and updated his head. So actually, I'll tease it now. I can't really reveal anything. Adam and I will talk about this during the 2019 update, but we are going to have another playable golfer in GoldenTee this year. So we're real excited to talk about that.
That's pretty cool.
Actually, a lot of great things going on. So, honestly, Greg Kinsler, he took some time off from the national tournament scene. But I'll tell you what,
he's got 3 young kids.
yeah, he's got a couple of good, successful businesses in Chicago. But I'll tell you what, I was telling my team at IT, I said I would not be surprised to see Greg Kinsler take top 4 this year. He seems like he's up
Would
his
not
gameplay.
surprise me one bit.
he is like a lot of us players, victims of getting in their own head, especially making one mistake and trailing it into a few others. I know actually we had this conversation with Mouth on the live stream yesterday. He said last year I made mistakes and I let them snowball into bigger ones. We all can say we're not going to do that, but then you get in front of the game, the pressure of being the World Championship and all kinds of stuff going on, especially being in Vegas on a stage like this. Pressure gets to you.
Everybody's been drinking other than Sean Gervais.
Right. Yeah, that's probably everyone that's drinking. Well, actually, no, I'm drinking water right now. But from the player perspective, yes. Drinking water.
Anymore.
Drinking water since noon, baby. Now, let's see. I want to talk about Greg Kinsler and Jeff Lannon, actually, as well. Jeff, great guy out of Ladd, Illinois. Kind of a deep south suburb, I'll call it Chicago. It's not really a suburb of Chicago, but it's close enough.
It's close enough.
He's one of the top players, but he's another one of those guys that doesn't make it out to as many tournaments because of having a family.
Yep.
So Jeff can definitely pull out the stops. I know it looks like he's on 28 pace right now, so a couple of shots off. But hole 17, I know you had a great chip on hole 17.
Lucky.
For birdie. Oh, yeah, easily lucky. But, hey, I wasn't going to say it. I was going to make it sound
really
like you
lucky.
were a good player. But, hey, that's all right. A lot of good shots of guys, kind of cutting, pulling the trackball back to the sea and hit it out to 3, kind of cutting into that wind.
Yep.
And Jeff, same exact thing. We've seen a lot of close shots. I don't think anybody's actually aced this hole yet, which I was a little surprised. But if we take a look at the most recent leaderboard, let's see. Joe Massara still in first place. Matt Welter, I was talking about earlier, he did finish 28 on Royal Dubai, so he's in second place with minus 114. Let's see, where's Jeff Lannon? If Lannon hits, if he ends up minus 29, he'll be in the top 5 right now. So he's got a lot going on. And this hole, what did you do on 18?
18 was not a bad look.
Yeah, we saw a lot of people
watered
just
it
in the middle of the,
Yeah.
people that were in between the 8 and the 6 wood and didn't have a good club.
That's exactly what it is. I had 8 wood and just came a little short. It was a good par, though.
Hey, anytime you get wet on hole 18 of Royal Dubai and you leave with a par, you know what? That's when you just turn around and pat yourself on the back, because this is a hole that can definitely.
Ooh,
this
see
is
that roll over?
Yeah, this is
Ouch.
definitely a hole that can get you a couple of bogey or two. Yeah,
I've played real golf with Jeff Lannon. He's not a great real golfer, just so you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jeff Lannon, a victim of a downhill putt that didn't catch the hole, but
it was dead center.
Yeah, I mean he still ends up. What does he end up? Jeff Lannon, 27. So he's minus 111. He puts him in 7th place right now.
He's
I want
a
to
great
say
Golden Tee player.
Oh no,
just
he
not
is.
a real good golfer.
And actually, it looks like the first the first group, we have 32 out of the 64 completely finished with Royal Dubai. So obviously the live leaderboards on GoldenTee.com, they're going to change as Group A jumps in to start playing. But as of now, your leaderboard is Joe Massara, Matt Welter, Mark Mulkowitz, Brian Oldie, and Lance Harris is your top 5 right now. JoJo, I expect him at minus 115 to stay first or second unless somebody gets a couple haul-out game.
That's incredible. If you ever played this game, try to get to 115.
Oh, yeah, after 4 courses.
After 4 courses.
Most people, like us, struggle to get minus 115 after 5 courses.
After 5,
yeah. So minus 115 after 4 is a great start.
I'm playing with Matt. I mean, an incredible person, and Matt's playing incredible Golden Tee right now.
Oh, he is. And one thing I want to note, I don't think we talked about too much, Joe Massara, second place in last year's World Championship. So I don't want to call him a sleeper. Everyone knows he's really good at the daily contest and the Freaky Fridays, but Joe doesn't have a major tournament win to his name.
But I'll tell you right now, I mean, but probably the best repetition player you'll ever see is Joe.
Oh, yeah, and he's one of those guys, just like Adam mentioned earlier, Paul Taylor, another one of those guys, pulled out a full, a couple clicks to the right, and we explained to people about the fools and all that. But
I like Taylor a lot. I mean, I played with him in Wisconsin. That guy's incredible also.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
all these guys are. They just are.
Oh, yeah. So now we got Evan Gossett, Clint Grover, officially team member of Team Wisconsin, but he lives in Illinois.
Clint struggled a little bit in the last course. I mean, he shot 22, but he's still awesome player.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Heard he won some money yesterday, probably.
Yeah, he sent me a text at like 3 o'clock in the morning, won 2,700.
Yeah.
You want it? Want in? No. I'll check out because Adam Kramer's back. So, thanks for listening to me.
All right, so shout out to Dave Sandmeyer, our closest to the pin 64th finalist in the World Championship. Great job. I was just telling him off the air, drinking since 5:30. He sounded great.
5:30 a.m.?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But I told him it's Vegas, so that's
Bold
okay.
move. Bold move indeed when you
Yeah,
make
absolutely.
the tournament, although get rid of those shakes, hair of the dog.
You know what? But I was just saying, he actually is not. He's not far off the beaten path.
No, he's right there.
He's
yeah.
he's minus 97. But I told him, one good game on Rattlesnake could really set him in that bottom part of the top bracket.
No, I'm excited that we get to watch a little Evan and Clint.
Oh yeah,
we haven't seen much of them today.
No, this is great.
So Clint is, I think, a really interesting guy. I heard you talking about him as someone who feels like is going to break through.
Oh yeah,
really, really good. One of the best young players. And then Evan, obviously, is Evan.
And Evan Gossett, he was on a very cold streak for a while, but over the last couple of tournaments, he's been kicking it back up.
No, he is. He is very, very capable. He was, because we have the odd sheet in front of us, finished at 9-1. Actually, for a while, he was 4-1, 5-1, closed at 9-1, which is probably one of the best values.
Oh
on
yeah,
the odd
he
sheet.
was one of those guys that people were betting on left and right that was bouncing up and down.
It's and Evan today is, where's he on this? GOSS. There you go. So 30 under, 28 under, 27 under. I would love that.
Yeah, it sounds like a great
That would
start.
be okay for me.
Although he just put his tee shot on 3 in the sand.
And he's got that look too. It's like the sass reaction.
Yeah.
Of the unhappy sass.
I
but
kind of just
still.
blame it on you because you're talking about him, and then
I'm a jinx for sure.
He drained it in the sand.
Yeah, I'm a jinx. Absolutely. There's no doubt about it.
His somebody pulled the blind straight on 3-card poker against Evan.
the Burnsy.
Yeah.
That's a good shot. This hole actually is a little bit tricky. Now, how many times out of 10 does Evan make this chip? I'd say probably 7.5.
Yeah, I was about to say 8.
There you go. There's one. So no problem there.
So let's take a look at this. If you actually go to GoldenTee.com and you click or you hover over the Golden Tee logo and then you go to hover the World Championship link, there's actually a Vegas qualifier. So you can go ahead and click that and follow our live automatically updating leaderboard. You actually can see as some of these other scores on Royal come in that it says the letter H in the hole that they're on. So these are all truly live leaderboards. And it'll be interesting to see as these guys get to the back 9 how that top 32 leaderboard changes that we were just talking about.
There are not many more opportunities yet to actually do this thing. Clint needs a big game. When you look
yeah, that's right. I forgot. Somebody said he shot a 22 on Ryland. I think he was a victim of the Jim Zielinski Ryland.
You got window hole?
He got, what we call the window hole, the players call the clown hole. I love that. Jim thinks it's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. That hole got a few people for sure. So, but still, there's time to recover. And, again, that's kind of the joy of Rattlesnake being the grand finale where I think you're going to have tons and tons of separation there.
Oh, yeah. And Clint Grover, he's been going to these tournaments for a couple of years now. He's one of those guys that he can have a bad game, but he plays it off really well. He doesn't really let it get to him, and then he goes he can bounce back and get back into that top 32.
Just doing some Morse code with my boss. That's good. So, okay, by the way, since we're talking about, we were going to do a 2019 preview hour today. We're going to do it tomorrow. We're going to talk to all sorts of people tomorrow. Don Pescioni, the product lead of Golden Tee, Jim Zielinski, the course designer. We want you guys to have questions. We're going to talk to Larry Hodgson, the co-creator of Golden Tee. Another hole in one? Another hole in one for Andy House.
Oh, yeah. Well,
who's pointing at me? Very good.
Hey, Andy, did you hear that Adam had a 30 on Safari the other day and beat you? We haven't talked about it enough. I just want to make sure that
I did.
You know.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yet he's on the stage playing, and you're back here stuck talking to me. You know,
I honestly, I think that's his fourth hole in one of the qualifier.
Yeah, he's actually he's had a lot.
So third or fourth hole in one for Andy, which is insane. He's and look, he had a mistake early on Safari that I watched when we were walking around. Dropped a couple of strokes there, but other than that, he's been really, really good. So we're moving around. JoJo with a 30 on Royal. JoJo paid 115.
As I was saying, I'm telling you right now, I think JoJo, unless somebody has an extremely good game on Royal Dubai, I think there's a good chance that we might see Joe stick in that top spot after 4 courses are completely finished.
You see who else dropped a 30 on Dubai? Mr. Mark Stenmark.
That is true.
No big deal.
Yeah, but let's talk about he started off strong, 28, 27, not bad. Shot a 24 on Ryland.
Yeah,
so,
it's not great, but it's not going to kill. I mean, he's still in pretty good position. Ryland nipped a few for sure. Chipping off this.
Chipping off of that surface is never fun. Never fun.
No, it's not fun at all. All right, so we're watching Royal Dubai. You were watching Evan Gossett, who is floating right now. Hi, Mouth.
Hey, guys. How are you doing, sir?
I'm in a position to lay up a lot on Rattlesnake.
Beautiful. So you're closest to the Pin World Champion 2018, Mark. The Mouth. You want to
try to say the last name?
Come on, you got to try.
I did
Just
it.
try it.
No, I did. I always say it as Malkowitz.
Get close. Switch the L and the K.
This is hard to do in real time.
Muck.
Muck.
Love it. Mucklovich. Oh, that's easy. I'll never say
Yeah,
it
you
right
could
again.
you could kind of rhythm that too. The McClevich. I've heard that.
Shout out to our friend
Mouth.
at golf. What was that? Golf.com who completely misspelled his name.
You know what though?
I remember in that. Golf Channel.
I've been doing it for 10 years. I can do it in my sleep now.
Yeah,
but I can
right.
see why people would struggle with it.
How is this looking for everybody so far?
Well, so we are at Royal Dubai. We are refreshing here.
Yeah, things are good so far. Mouth, since he's standing back here chit-chatting with us, minus 113, 110,000 shotties, almost 111 after four courses are done. I'm telling you, 113.
The hole that you're looking at right now, JoJo tricked me on.
Really?
Well, I didn't realize he's playing the 9.5 driver, and I'm playing the 8.5. And if you know a little bit about it, if you cut the 8.5 driver, it doesn't go very high. So I didn't get up on that, and I didn't pay attention. So that cost me 2 strokes. Otherwise, I had a 31 going for this.
Oh, it's a good round.
Yeah, well, he got me. Smarter player.
All right, so we were watching Royal Dubai. Clint Grover.
Ooh, because he had bite.
I should have done that.
Because he had bite. It's, oh, man, I don't know how I feel about that. Ooh, that was a good putt. A good attempt at a lopsided putt like that.
Great putt.
I feel like my stream is like 2 seconds quicker than yours. So
It is.
we're
That's
like,
why I just do the the Blimview commentary.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you mobiling? Yeah, you're
I am
mobiling.
mobiling.
Okay.
My iPad was doing the same thing yours
So
was.
how is the stream going with the multiples? You have to switch it yourselves here, or are you just using the switch?
No, King's doing all that.
Oh, from where is he?
He's in the back. Yeah,
Is
he's.
he watching everything from back there? And switching
I hope
streams
so.
all the
He
time?
should be.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
better be.
Well, we're not switching in between or during the middle of a game, but afterwards we're switching between machines.
I remember 2 years ago that one there, the way that you had it with that switch that we was going
Bouncing around. Yeah, we were bouncing around a bit.
It was streaming every game like that, wasn't it?
No, and now we're kind of red zoning. You know what I mean? Like game to game. That's a good putt.
I think it's gonna be something for tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be fun. So what are you at after 4? Again?
113, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, 113.
I think I'll be top 5 with that.
Yeah, although I see Paul Luna, he is coming up.
No, I think I'll drop 2.
Paul Luna is minus 21 after 12 holes.
Whoa.
I'll drop those 2 down. There's really not much else tricky on the rest of the Royal here, so it's pretty clean work moving forward, and there's a couple hole-out shots.
Okay.
Yeah, I was saying I was kind of surprised nobody hit hole 17 yet.
I hit. JoJo played a safer shot on mine, and I low-teed a 7 with roll. I took a little risk at it because I wanted to catch him after screwing up on something stupid. But I ran it right past the hole and hit the back wall with roll, but it luckily didn't come off too hot and snap all the way down.
Yeah. You know, as I kind of look around here at the games on these stages, there's a couple of players that are fighting the tier green putts, trying to drive it for that eagle, and they're definitely earning their eagle if they make it through that tiered green.
Yeah. What do you think of tier greens, Mouth?
Antiquated.
Okay.
I think that if you're going to do tiered greens, let's use the technology we have available and let's render them with curves.
Well, there you go.
Not just angles and levels on it. It kind of looks like we're taking a step back. I know it was kind of a throwback on them, but if they're going to be tiered.
Oh, they're coming too next year.
I was just going to say you're not going to be having a
No, I love
2019.
them. That's a great thing.
I do like the strategy involved. Like it for some of these holes in terms of placement. I do love that. Like it can take a tough par 4 and juice it up. You know what I mean? Like even more.
I've had matches where we both miss an easy straight on par 4 because of it. But it's kind of nonsense though when you're at the bottom tier on a green.
Sure.
That you can't putt to the top.
Sure, I got you.
I don't think anybody really likes that.
Well, don't put it there. Are you hitting another hole in one?
You can't what?
Talk about tiered greens.
Oh, it was on some tiered greens. I don't mind the tiered greens, but when you're at the bottom of one, you should always be able to.
Andy, how many holes in one do you have, by the way? 3?
Oh, sorry, we thought it was 4. 4 hole outs. Oh, okay.
Andy Haas, three hole in ones in the qualifier, holes in one, and a hole out, and that's why he's doing well.
Yeah, I think he's looking like him and JoJo are going to be 1-2, I think.
Interesting. Yeah, JoJo's strong.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, I thought Evan was going to get the tiered green love for a hole in one.
Yeah, we've seen close. We saw Paul Taylor do the full there, turn right twice and try and bring it in, and actually then miss his putt. But, all right, we're winding down here on Royal Dubai. This is heat. I mean, this is it. We're almost to the nitty-gritty.
I think Rattlesnake's going to be a very big split. You're going to have some people that have to go for things, and it's going to get out of hand. You're going to have some people that have some really bad scores, unless the setup is.
Yeah. No,
I'm not Nostradamus.
We're going to see a stroke limit on.
I'm not Nostradamus,
Yes.
but I have a feeling that Rattlesnake is going to set up well.
he is Nostradamus. Yes.
I think so too. Otherwise, really, the only problem on Rattlesnake is when hole 12 is wind out, and that most of us are smart enough not to go for it.
Yes.
A little birdie once told me that Rattlesnake sets up very well for this.
How did somebody play it already?
I have no.
Can I TC him ahead of time?
We can if we choose to.
Okay, gotcha.
But we keep
This
that.
guy did.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, you guys are lucky because
One of these chairs?
because the setup you were going to have was not good, so we made sure to.
I heard.
Oh yeah.
Grab another one of these chairs. Yeah, we need a headset. But I can speak loud enough that they can hear me.
You want to grab one of those? Not.
I want to find where were these out in the.
I have no idea, to be honest with you. All right.
I'm
All
on
right,
a
so
mission.
Mouth is going on a mission. Okay, so we are watching the end of Royal Dubai here. Last couple of holes, and then we're going to move to Rattlesnake.
So, just a quick update on a personal note. Looks like the Bank of Adam is going to temporarily have to be open.
I think the Bank of Adam is closed.
No, it's temporary open because the Bank of Kevin won't be open until Sunday. So,
That's a Kevin problem.
No.
Yeah, that's
a Kevin problem that Adam
Ooh.
Kramer is going to help fix.
That's a wayward shot for Clint.
Yeah. It looks like these guys both did not do well on this setup.
No, it's tough. I mean, you get out of rhythm while playing, and it can become really, really difficult if you're uncomfortable.
You know, and where these guys are at on their drop, they needed to play that chip safe, because if they go too far.
You know what?
Yeah, so
Mouth,
actually, if you want to
jump on Kevin's headset. He's going to jump off before you play, and then he'll come back on.
Yeah, so I'm going to take a break here. Mouth is going to join Adam Kramer, and we'll see you guys in a bit.
Yeah. All right. Are you going to get more pizza?
I might be.
Okay. It was really good. The pizza was really, really good.
Thank you, sir. Just push the mic on button. Where is it?
That red button. There you go. Oh, you're on now.
All right. I'm always on. Where are we watching this from?
I can serve the main hub of watching because I'll keep refreshing. Okay. Hi, Mouth.
Hey, Adam, how you doing, bud?
Here, hold on, I'm gonna just. Ooh, a little leg tap.
Yep, little leg tap.
Okay, so you are 113 through 4.
113 through 4.
How do you feel?
Just right where I wanted. Little disappointed. I should have won the first course, and I probably should have run Royal unless Luna came crazy on this.
What did you hit on 18? Because we've watched a few shots where guys came up short and.
This is a no-brainer for me. I just cut a 6-wood and played it safe to the middle right-hand side of the green.
We watched Harlow hit it a little bit short. Yeah, he's in. He's plugged in. But you got Tony Romo comparisons last night. That's what they're saying. His predictive Golden Tee.
Typically, I get Seth Rogen comparisons. I think the man might have stole my shtick a little bit here, but.
So, all right, so you are 113.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going into the most volatile course I think we've had in live, for creation, one of them. In terms of, because if you do what you're supposed to do, you could shoot a 34.
Mm-hmm.
You could also shoot a 24 if you start going for things and miss.
Yeah, see, I don't see 24s happening too much. I mean, when we look at a hole, it's only when we're stupid that we shoot a 24.
Yes.
Because honestly, there's only one real hole that can cause that much damage.
So, and you're talking about we have 3 drivable par 5s.
The first 2 drivable par 5s are very little risk unless you miss the second one going through the gap. If you're short on that or you miss that green and you're wet, the drop is terrible.
So if you're someone on the cut line now, and there's a lot of people. You look at the scores here. You go down to the middle. I mean, there's a huge.
Well, what are we about finished with Royal here?
Yeah, we are. So we're looking at right now cut line at 102 after 4. And you've got a bunch of people within 3 strokes of that, and a bunch of people within 3 strokes that are in. So if you're them, are you? I mean, is it pedal to the metal aggressive?
I'm saying you look at what if the cut line's at 102. We're looking at a 28 is probably going to stick you right in keep you right where you're at.
So yes.
So if you're below, so we're looking at a 130 cut line. Mm-hmm. It's weird because Haas and I were doing a prediction last night, and we did 2 numbers. He did he thought the 30-second score would be on every course, and he was really high on his, and he came out with 136 was his number.
Okay.
And I did the bottom score on every course, and I came out with 125. And we said, okay, we're going to take the average of those 2. That's going to be the cut line. And
yeah, you're right there.
It's right there.
Well, the scoring's been pretty good. Like this venue's a little different. I mean, for everybody here, and I mean, you've played in a lot of different places and all sorts of stuff. But like for guys that have not necessarily done this year over year, like this has got to be a little bit of a charge. You know what I mean? Like
a little bit of a charge. But the difference is though, it's a lot easier to relax in here than most tournament venues.
Yeah. Oh, really?
You have nothing else bothering you. I mean, even the biggest and best ones, you'd always have waiters or waitresses or people, locals having a drink that are coming by you and watching it. I mean, not a bad thing. It's a good thing to have those things, but there was always another thing there. Not a player's going up and interrupting and bothering you during anything.
Yeah, it's true. You're in your own little island here.
Exactly. So you can totally focus on your own thing. Now, somebody ADD type myself, I don't focus on my screen most of the time. Anyway, I hit my shot and I'm looking off at everything else, birds, squirrels, whatever.
I wanted to ask you about that. You wear headphones now when you play.
During some things, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. Like that was kind of new. Is that new for you?
Well, so I started doing that. I made fun of Stenmark for years on it. Like,
Yeah.
I brought scissors to clip him before a match play on him. I know that would have been rude, but there's a reason behind mine. The place that I played with at in Iowa would have live heavy metal bands like twice a week.
Sure.
And it got outrageous.
Yeah.
So half the time I just plugged the headphones in without any sound on just to hear, just to dim the noise, almost like earplugs. Then they found music and stuff. And it helps you not to get distracted. And I don't know for me if it's actually a plus or a minus.
Sure.
I don't know. Now, the place I play at now, they have a free throw, like a full-size free throw there. So if I don't have it in there when the ball hits the rim or things like that, I'm thinking I'm getting hit in the head because I get a shadow coming at me. And I do get hit in the head sometimes, but this way I can block it out and not know it's coming.
So I was watching you play, though, and you're like, you don't seem as animated. Like, you're kind of in your own world. And I mean that in a good way. Like, but you seem like pretty focused like you seem like razor focused in general. But I would imagine the music would help.
The music helps. It all depends on what's going on. If I got a good jam on, like today, I think I was listening to Hamilton soundtrack most of the time.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
If you guys haven't seen that yet, greatest thing you'll ever hear or see on a stage in your entire life.
That's awesome.
It was fantastic.
Okay, so that's what you were listening to.
I was listening to that today. I'm sure Jill's going to be happy to hear that.
Okay, so what? Like you'll wear headphones tomorrow?
It all depends on who I'm playing in the match.
See, that's kind of interesting because the guys who wear them just kind of wear them, and I think you're seeing more of it. Like, I think I've seen a bunch here, right? And I think it's kind of neat. Like, I respect it. I'm kind of with you. When I first started doing it, it was almost a little unnerving. But now I kind of respect. You want to get in your own game, good for you. You know what I mean? There's different ways to go about it for sure.
And in this venue too, if everything's focused on me at the end, or let's say it happens to be the finals, I probably won't wear them. Mainly because I want to work the crowd a little. I want to be involved. Like, it's not as much as this is a solo thing. Like, none of us would be making any money at this if others weren't here playing and watching or supporting the game at all.
Okay, so and by the way, Justified just won the Triple Crown, I believe.
Oh, he did? Well,
just
great.
a shout out. I don't know why that matters, but I'm
sure Wagon didn't bet him this year because he can't bet a favorite. We found that out every year for this Wagon syndicate, but.
All right, so we're doing an updated look at the qualifier.
All right, so Haas is running away with it with that 30 there.
2 30s. All right, are there any?
Oh, wow, Orlando.
Yeah.
Very good. Those two boys can play down there in Texas.
Really?
Oh, the brothers can play.
Okay, so now you're looking at this. What's the biggest surprise of the top 10?
Let's just see. Wow. Honestly, biggest surprises. One, I don't see Andy Fox in there. Do I see Evan Gossett in the top 10?
Let's see. Here, I'll do a little.
Yeah, he is in 10.
Yeah, so he's 10. Fox did struggle on.
He on Rhineland. It got him pretty good. So if Fox is on the cut line.
Yeah.
Fox is one here, but now, see, if Fox is smart, he's going to come and look and see the cut lines out. He's at 105, and he's at 31st, but he's looking at that going, all right, I'm at 105. That means that I'm close. But all he really needs to do in this round is shoot at 28, and he's fine.
Okay.
And now our cut line is probably looking more like a 133-ish.
Yeah. When you
132, 133. The problem is, I think out of this group, you're going to see the top 20 shoot 29, 30, 31.
Yes.
33s, because the top guys know, like, it's still pretty. Let's scroll up to the top.
Sure.
Let's take a look at this list.
All right, we'll start at the top, by the way. This
All
is
right, so right now, looking at this, no one is safe. Honestly, no one has locked themselves in yet. I mean, if you look, the 110s and above.
110 and above is in. So
if we shoot a 20 on it, you're probably 20 would put you close to not making the cut, but most likely there, and that's probably not going to happen. You have to really crap the bed in order to do that.
So so you've got 16 players at a 110 or higher through 4 courses.
Right.
So you think they're safe?
I think they're safe. Yep.
Okay. Outside of that, it really gets very interesting.
And this is just all a question on how they internalize this. If they look and say, oh, crap, I'm here, and think I have to press on this, then they're going to shoot. They might shoot a 33, but more likely they're going to shoot a 25.
Yeah.
And that's going to put you out.
That's
these
wild.
people here, even Fox, if Fox just goes, shoot, I shoot a 30, I'm good. And he is. He's good. If he shoots a 30, he's in.
So it's pretty interesting. From 17 to 38, you're separated by 7 strokes, which on Rattlesnake you can make up.
You can make it up real quick.
Yeah, that's fat.
And it's who down here can go and throw a big number here. I mean, let's look at.
I was going to say, be at the cut line.
Well, this isn't done. We're not updated yet.
Yeah, let's do a little refresh. Oh, sweet. So
all right, so Sonny's coming up here. Oh wow, Fox is actually sitting outside of the cut line, or right on the cut line.
Right on the cut line right now. Wow, that would be. I mean, and we're looking at the odds here. 7-1.
7-1. Was that the end odds?
These are the final odds. So these are the final odds. Lance Harris, by the way, closes the favorite.
I gotta say, I don't understand John Q. Public on this. That would have been like saying me playing 10% of the games that they are, and let's say I'd never won a tournament, is the number one bet.
Sure.
Yeah, he's playing the most games and all, but I don't think most games matter. Tournament experience doesn't.
It does.
He hasn't been a good performer in tournament.
You know, he hasn't had a breakthrough yet. I mean, it could come here. He is.
Is he not one of the? No, he is one of the best players. Absolutely.
And by the way, we talked about this earlier. Jeff Sutyak, can barely stand with migraines.
Yep, I heard.
And actually, I think he's doing a little bit better now, so according to him. But look at that, 29, 27.
I could get him some good pills.
Believe it, yeah. You're like a Walgreens, except like the black market Walgreens.
Well, but not. I'm not that guy. I just know the guy that knows the guy that knows the guy.
Yes, there you go. That's it. Look at this is unbelievable when you look at just some of the
I see this is just steady though. Oh, taking the top score on Royal.
Wow, 31 under.
I should have had that without a problem too. It's just that was a one better.
That's pretty impressive. That to me is pretty much the most striking thing. Gavin Herron having a really good qualifier so far.
But if you notice, the tops are not putting. It's not big. It's steady, consistent.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, so par on Safari was 30.
Yep.
Okay, and there was only a handful of them.
Yes.
There was one hole that was not great to stick, and 18 was a little weird. I saw a lot of people miss that.
Yes.
Calypso's par was a 29. No, I'm sorry. Calypso's par was a 28.
Yes.
The first par 4 wasn't there.
Correct.
So Haas's 2 better is sick on that, but otherwise it was a bunch of steady. What was the next one? Rhineland?
Yes.
Rhineland's par was 30.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, and we saw the window hole be a problem. I saw 18
See,
be
the
a
window
problem.
hole was a setup that we could look to try to make it.
Yes. Oh, no, absolutely.
The other one was the one that was rough for people, 14, the tunnel hole. If you know the shot, you could have gone left to right. And me personally, I just took my licks and took a birdie on it going in through the tunnel because I know I'm playing just a G wedge in my bag. If I don't get that around or undercut it, and if it hits the hill and goes wet, I get stopped on the side hill.
Yes.
And my chip, then I have to try to chip over the edge, so I'm going to miss the chip. So I'm taking a par if I do it.
Yeah.
The other way, I could leave a chip anyway and maybe have a shot to make my eagle.
It looks like you're getting ready to play here.
No, they got to play the A group's playing this.
Are you B group?
Yeah, I'm in B group.
All right.
So you got me for a while.
What? Cut.
Right now we got to wait. Is there still one finishing up there? Yeah, and that one matters.
What? 105 right now.
Oh, actually, he's above him already, so they could. Yep, Andy Fox is sitting 105 as the cut line.
105.
Right now for 4.
105.45 is your cut line right now.
So, let's just think. What do we think the 32nd place finisher shoots on this?
You mentioned 28 being a good number. Let's say Andy Fox shoots a 28. That would put him at 133.
I think Andy Fox shoots a 28, and he's in by 2 strokes.
Really?
Because what we're doing also, too, we're also counting that everyone shoots that. We're going to lose out of the 32nd to 22nd. There's going to be some 25s in there, and they're going to drop it back down.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Hey, Gary's here.
No, we're good. Thank you.
Oh no, I thought that I brought that over.
That's fine. It's fine. He seemed like he wanted to take that chair.
I stole it.
Yeah,
I stole it from up there.
He seemed like he wanted to take that chair. Okay, so Rattlesnake is starting.
Hang on, I'm gonna untangle.
This is gonna be fun.
I can't deal with it.
I'm just turning your mic off because it was
Was it loud?
it was rattling the hell. There you go. You're good. There you go.
All right,
You're back at. Here, hold on. I'm just gonna adjust you a little bit. Little love tap.
There it is.
Okay, so this will be fun to go through some of this with you. Final course. By the way, we're in the Orleans showroom. 2018 Golden Tee World Championship. It's pretty cool, huh?
It's fantastic.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Great venue. Fun crowd. Stream is up and going. Last course. It's still pretty early. I mean, this thing
we're burning
flies.
through it
Yeah,
today.
we are. I mean, well, you guys are. This is an elite group.
It
You
is.
know what I mean? So
and
you guys.
The one guy that may have slowed it down, Sandmeyer's actually playing.
No,
pretty
he is playing.
respectably.
He was up here earlier, and he's playing well. I mean, there's some. And for a guy like that playing in this venue, it's got to be hard. Like, this is.
Not really. He's so drunk most of the time. He's here. He's here to. I mean, he's just having a good time.
Yeah.
Golden Tee is the secondary for him.
No, and he's just, and I'm, the closest to the pin event has been so much fun because of that.
Oh yeah,
Getting a guy
it's
like
got to
Kenny-
make you think to add another spot
Oh,
that
yes,
way next year.
Absolutely, I love it. I love that. That's become like a staple part of this weekend.
Now I harken back to the 08, the Worlds, the one we did at Harris.
Yes.
Where we had the
Westgate.
24-man, or was it? No.
The 08 was the big old one.
Right, we had a
150.
24 people made it, and then the next 8 spots were filled out with people who showed up and played.
Yep.
That's the only one that could rival this, because that was such a cool experience watching people that, I mean, that's a tense situation here.
And I think too, in terms of field size and stuff, we want to grow. You can fit some more people in here.
Right, it's just a question on where does the 64 is probably. I mean, let's be perfectly honest. A 22 handicap probably shouldn't be in.
Yeah,
this
sure. No, there is a level of that too.
And
Right?
now, could they come and have a great time? Absolutely,
Oh,
they
yeah.
could, and they'll get better, and it'll expand the game.
That's
All
kind
the
of
good stuff about
That's
it.
the Dave Sandmart, where you can get in here and play your way in. May not make the cut. Probably won't make the cut, but get paid $450 or whatever you're going to
Win a
make.
couple matches in the
yeah,
summer, have some fun.
absolutely. So
and it's
that's
got a story, and the great. It's almost like the ambassadorship is wasted on him because he was coming to these damn things anyway.
Yes.
He didn't need to get that spot. He would have been here next time anyway,
Oh,
too.
absolutely. By the way, we're waiting for these guys to start. We're just starting on Rattlesnake now, so we will switch over to games as these guys get going. Andy Fox, I see, getting ready to play.
Yep, looks like they're
Andy
teeing
Haas
off.
getting ready to play.
I think
What?
Luna just did something good.
That's good. That sounds promising. So we'll switch over to match play, and then we'll have
Were you guys
now
playing the stream on this TV for a while?
that TV has not worked.
Not yet.
Not yet, but it's it looks
Should
like
I kick
could-
it?
Sure.
Is kicking it help? I mean, I heard that works.
I-
Is there a large enough freezer around everyone? Yeah. Uh-oh, we got a lot of dead air here. It's rare when I'm around. There's not much
we're
dead
back
air.
on. We're back on. So we're gonna get the Rattlesnake going.
I don't know. I don't think the world really wants to look at anybody but us right now. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think we
pretty-
need this stream.
This is pretty excellent chemistry, if I must say. And no, but I want you to break down this setup.
All right, I'd love to see it when we're going through
So
here.
we're watching people just kind of tee off on one, which is a really good opportunity to get out
great
with the
option.
whole out.
Yep, and if you're going to watch, you watch a lot of these top guys, they're knocking it up into the sand, and the main reason is you get less hook or slice out of the sand, so you can play a hard line right at it.
I thought you said something else. I thought, never mind. Yeah, no.
I'm
Oh,
trying
I
to
thought you
judge
said-
that.
Oh, no, good. No, it's fine. All is well. All right, so we're watching these guys. We're just getting going. 2 is an interesting hole on Rattlesnake as well. If you can hit your 180s,
Yep.
That's which I cannot, so it's usually a problem.
2 eats me up a bit, too. I was having a problem, too, trying to make sure to get it there, and I missed the 180 and pull it left. That's the key.
Yes.
Don't pull it left.
I'm-
You're wet and it's
That
far.
that wagon wheel, I'm behind that thing quite
All
a
right,
bit.
wait, whoa.
Hey, look, we've got a TV screen.
All right, we're watching Paul Luna in a beautiful blue hue right now.
Yeah.
Andy
Fox,
Haas just
or
standing there looking
very intense.
I don't know if that's intense or dumbfounded and doesn't really know what's going on. And he's sober, it seems.
Yeah, ish. Yes, ish. So we got a different view now on our TV.
Yep, we're looking. We have a TV playing right now, and we're just looking at people's faces.
Yeah, so we'll bounce around.
All right,
Hopefully
let's focus on Brian Bernhardt for a minute here. Let's get back and look at the cut where he's sitting.
Yes, Brian Bernhardt, who we're looking
He
at
had
now.
he had a bad round in there, I think, but he recovered admirably.
Yeah, 29.
He was, I believe, 4 under through 5 on Rhineland and came back to shoot 24.
No kidding.
So he had to have played clean the rest of the way to get to that number, maybe one better.
That's pretty good.
If he would have continued that path and done a 20 like Fox, he'd be sitting down there.
Yeah.
And I mean, he'd be under the cut line.
Yeah, he's in pretty good shape
So,
now.
but he is one of the people. Is he going to go at this crazy hard?
Probably.
But see, if you're looking at this, and he's in a position right now that you got to assume none of the people below you are shooting a 33.
Correct.
Okay, great.
Yes.
And if one of them does, so well. I'm in 27th right now. Cool. So if I shoot a 30, how many people below me are going to pass me are going to shoot two better than me or 3 better than me? Slim to none at any.
Yeah, and
so he should be playing this safe as hell. Really, anyone inside of the cut line right now should be playing this safe.
And he's been around a long time.
Right, but he'll go all over the place here every now and then. I want to him and I played a cycle before we started yesterday before CTTP, and I think he went. He was 20 to 24 for the first 4 games, and then shot a 31.
Yeah. So We'll see what happens. This is going to be fun. This is the we're trying to get Rattlesnake on. I think people are tired of looking at us.
Yeah, let's get it done. I think King's doing it. You got a direct communication to King?
Yeah, I'm talking to him now. So we're looking around the room.
All right, here we go.
Oh, there we go.
The one person in the room no one cares to look at ever, Evan Gossett.
All right, so first drivable par 5.
What's the distance on that?
It is a little bit. I mean, this is not
340.
bad. Yeah, that's
all
a
right.
good shot.
The wind in your face. It had a straight line at it. Not many people are going to screw this up. You can go at it with the 290, the 10.5. I play the 8.5 here. No problems here.
No, you got a big gap to shoot through. This doesn't look too bad.
Right now, the problem I think could see people having with the 290 is leaving it short, or a bad putt like that. Clint's that's a tough one from the friend.
It's tough.
He's not going to miss it though.
Good putt.
That's Clint Grover, ladies and gentlemen.
Clint is good. Yeah, he's got and he needs a big game here.
Anybody in Rockford, Illinois, go check out his mom's nail salon.
He's like a Wisconsin transplant.
He is. And I told him right away. I met him, and he was actually kind of demure and not very talkative.
Yeah, no.
And now they've opened him up, but they've also opened him up to ruining his life.
Yes, yeah.
There's a chance of that. You hang out in Wisconsin too long, and your life could be over.
So this is, this is an interesting in terms of distance and slight elevation change. Like, you're not going to mess it up. But there's
St. Louis, Fox bogeyed it on me.
It's just a mildly uncomfortable shot for this early in the round. You know what I mean? Like
the gaps and clubs come into play a lot. People with a 5 hybrid in it, you can get really in between.
No, that's part of it as well. So far these guys are. What do you think of this?
This is probably one of my least favorite holes on this course, mainly because the distances are it carries so far on this.
Yes, it can. It's a good shot with bite though. This isn't too bad of setup actually, where you've got middle pin, can kind of just let your ball release a little bit.
Exactly.
So this isn't too.
Now, so far, nothing challenging. We're going to start getting into the goodies here coming up.
Yeah. So the tail half of this back 9, this front 9, and then the back 9, obviously, there's.
Really, the back, really the gap, the distance changer here is going to be from maybe hole 6 through hole 12.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones that I think there's going to be the most play. The hole 10 has the tiered green.
Yes.
And even on a really great shot, you can have that ball sit at the bottom tier, and that's 1 to 2 strokes. You're losing automatically. You can't do anything about it. This hole here.
It could be kind of a.
Right. I can jack this one off a little bit every now and then, too.
Well. And
I didn't mean it like that, but there we go.
Yes, you can.
Yep, there we go.
No, but you can get some weird high tee, or you power of 3, 4, 5. I mean, you're not going to get the same spin here.
Right.
So what would just shot are you going to hit?
I'm looking at a forward high tee, backspin, pretty smooth. I don't like playing the 3-wood as much as possible. I try not to because I end up having to murder it to get it up and over a lot of the times. Yeah. And if you miscut it and it hits the downslope with no high tee, it's pretty much kicking wet.
Yeah. All right, so 10 under after 6.
They're clean. This one too. This one here, you don't pin hunt. You just don't pin hunt.
No, this is actually a really good look,
He's going high T3. You can go high T4. Either or. You don't have to pin hunt. But
somebody will ace that.
You're going at the pin. Yeah. That one's naturally pin hunting.
Yeah, no, this is I think as good a look as you're going to see.
Yep. If that pin was up front now, it would bring into play. Are you going to do a high tee? You're going to backspin it with no tee? You're going to, you got a lot of options here.
You could push it left to right and let it, this is.
Where's Clint on the cut line? He's well in right now?
No, well, he had that one. Let's take a look.
Because we kind of want to say,
he needs help.
But see, he's a guy here, though, too. If Clint shoots a 30 to 32, I think he's putting himself right at the
Correct.
The
oh, yeah, absolutely. And he can here.
I don't think it's a can. I think he should.
Yes.
But it's a question on where he is in his head. He knows he's outside of the cut line. Does he think he needs every single stroke? Or does he realize that an eagle on 12 is fine?
Yes.
A par on 12, you miss the cut.
Yes. No, absolutely. This is not a bad look. Oh, as I accidentally hit pause.
No.
But this is not.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah, somebody's going to make that. So there are a couple opportunities on this front to get ahead. Truly.
Absolutely.
So
with very little risk.
Yes. No, exactly. Yeah, you're exactly
Now, this one could be bad. Okay, that's 380. Now, we're looking at it, we say 380, but look at that. That's not an A1 type or C3 shot in. This is a straight shot, high tee. I'm surprised he's not. He's playing a 9.5. I got an 8.5, and I'm going to probably smack that with bite.
The risk on that, too, that I've done, and I don't hit a good 180, is veering it right. You try to get too aggressive.
And then that chip's
exactly
nearly impossible.
Yeah, so
Clint just hit a good ball, too.
Yeah, I mean, this is where you want to be safe. And both those guys, those are safe shots. Like, that's
right.
You got to hit it hard, and then you hope you
makes the putt.
Yeah,
if he does this, yep.
So
the question's going to come into play is if Clint misses a putt in here,
then
what is he going to do? Is now
Yes.
he's easy pressing.
No, that's good. So these guys are clean. I mean, so far this is
it's basic.
scoreable. Yes, very
basic.
yeah. So you're going to see some huge.
So we're going to see. Let's see. I think we know that. Okay, so this is a challenge one too.
Yeah.
With that wind that way,
Sorry,
this is very stickable.
So what is the shot here?
All right. There's two shots that you play, and the one that Gossett played here, he's playing the bank. Okay, that's one way.
Oh, look at that. That's
the
pretty.
other shot here is going to be from where Clint's looking right now. A full A1 with a 4-wood or 5-wood, sometimes a 3, it gets over the edge, right?
Yeah.
But if you do that, the shot. Oh my
goodness! Oh my goodness!
Okay, so guys, that is the shot here today.
That is the shot.
What did he play?
Oh
Was that a 10.5?
I think so. That is beautiful, and he needs it. He needs.
All right, guys. Clinton26 at Comcast.com. Let's sign up. Get him a lot of good offers going to his email right now.
Look at this. Thank you, Evan, for the replay.
Yeah, thanks, Evan.
So that's just perfect.
It is perfect.
So
but once again, there's no risk to this shot.
No.
The 10.5 driver cuts enough.
Wow.
It's going to hit the flat part of the wall.
Wow.
And that's beautiful.
Good.
That's
is
insane.
beautiful. That is beautiful. All right, hold on. We're going to send this link out. Final course qualifying right now. Final course. That's very half-assed, but we want to get back to the stream. There we go. Back to the stream.
All right, Bernhardt's not looking too heavy.
No, he does not look too heavy. That is
all right, that's on the bottom tier. This is a gimme eagle.
Okay.
I don't care what the wind is. Doesn't matter. Bottom tier.
Oh, that's a good. That's good.
Okay, that was
that's
close
fine.
to not being good. If
Yeah.
that got to the top, that putt is really hard.
The downhill.
Yeah, because it doesn't. You're thinking that it's not going to ride the wall down, but it sticks to it and then takes the break and multiplies it.
Oof, close too.
Are they chipping?
That's a putt, isn't it?
Yeah, he's putting. It's fringe.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So right now, if we look at Clint, he's on 34 pace. Now, if I'm Clint in his right now, he should be right now telling himself he's laying up on this.
Yeah,
Doesn't
because
matter
he's
the setup. Now, I look at
so
the
this
setup.
is the hole. This is probably the most interesting hole in the tournament.
It's a gimme setup. This is a joke.
Really?
Yeah, but he's going to lay up.
Well, is that what he should be doing? You kind of think yes.
This is the same thing. He should be, right?
Well,
because
yes.
the eagle doesn't hurt him at all. Now that's fine. I don't know if that's where he wanted it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Evan has a chance to go for top qualifier. No, he's at 10th. He should lay up too, but this is too easy. You tee it up to the right. You hit a high T5 wood.
Bring it in a little right to left.
No, you're going to hit a straight shot and hit it straight. It's fine. From that front, all the way right, straight shot, hammered backspin, high T5 wood. This is money. There's no way he can miss this.
So even for you,
there's no way he can miss that.
That is beautiful. Now, but if I'm Clint, I kind of see it. Like you can't have a disaster there.
Right. No, if he takes a par there or worse, I mean the chance that if he misses that short, which is the one thing you could have done there. You weren't going long. You could have been short.
Mm-hmm.
If he misses it short, he's now brought in stroke limit or par and then if he lays up, he's getting par again. And a par 3 strokes off of that when he's one better. Let him ride with the 33. Maybe if the last one on the front and back 9 is drivable.
Evan, by the way, is having a good round too here, clean.
Yep.
So,
but it's all straightforward. He's not doing anything special, nothing amazing. The bank shot looks cool, but it's a shot that we can all do without any risk on it.
That was not.
No, that was not his best effort.
No. It looked like he just kind of came off of it a little bit.
All right, that's 126. I like Clint. I don't think you need to back this up on the box at all. I think we need to thumb this with bite pretty hard.
Yeah,
he
that's
doesn't
basically
thumb.
what he did. Yep, that's a good-looking shot.
It is.
That's fine. So he's in. Yeah. So now, if you're him, what other holes are problematic coming up?
The rest of the way though, I don't think he's at any risk. I really don't, because now even he can mess up. Let's say he water 18. A 31, he's still making the cut.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that everything changes with that back shot. Truly.
Yeah, that was no risk on this.
This is beautiful.
There's no risk here. You're going to float it in. I don't think it's as easy of a hole-out shot with this.
Yeah, because now with the down 7, you don't want to go by it. You're
going to be coming in with
a
a 4, a 6-wood, or a 7-wood, and it's going to just trickle down.
Yeah, this is an interesting pin, but this should not be a problem.
Everything's funneling at the pins on this.
Yeah, let's see. Let's take a look at the updated qualifying. By the way, what we have.
Haas is 28 through 15,
yeah,
so he's clean.
He's good. Yeah, 145 right now.
I think he's going to cap that. He's going to top this off and pull 150 out of this and beat us all by 5 strokes.
So this is, I mean, even with the down 7 though.
It's a 6-wood. He can just flip it at it.
Oh, three.
Yeah, the hybrid will cut
fine.
through the wind too.
That's safe. That's good.
I'm surprised he didn't release that. At least he should.
Yeah.
But I think he thinks he knows that a 33 is good.
Yes. And here now, there's really nothing in his way, which sounds kind of crazy, but the course sets up for it, right? Like,
yeah, it does.
That's why I mean, a lot of your averages have changed this year. Every handicap is up because of this course. Now, this whole can
this
be
is
driven?
absolutely drivable right now.
Really?
Absolutely. It's
Oh
an
yeah,
A1 from
400.
there. Now the question is here, right? If he catches a cactus trying to hit an A1, if it gets to the second level, he's probably okay. If he hits one of these first ones, he's in deep shit.
Yep. Oh.
Okay, so now, he got back on the tee box. He's only going to lose 1 stroke out of this. He's fine.
Okay, so how often are you hitting a cactus when you do this?
Me, rarely. Now, these guys are playing streaks, right? I don't know. I can't tell what Clint's playing, but... Oh, wait. Who hit this cactus?
Evan.
Okay.
So Clint is good.
Okay, that's the streaks there. So, I mean, the streaks come into play on this hole a lot because you can hit a straight shot at it.
Yeah. So Evan now, you kind of just take your medicine.
Yeah, well, Evan's fine.
Yeah.
That's not a good spot either with streaks and no spin out of this. If he leaves this short, he's going to have a real bad shot. All right, he's fine.
Ooh, almost dropped it in. So he's all right. So he's comfortably in. I know he's probably not happy, but that's fine.
Yeah, now Clint can't. This putt won't get there. There's no way he can putt this. If he wants to make this, he's got to chip this. Now, me personally, I probably still just putt it.
Just to not
get
go
my
over.
birdie. Yeah, because if I flip it over here, me playing just a G wedge,
okay,
I can't get it up from down in there.
So that's all right.
Yeah, that's a birdie.
That's not what he wanted, but he's again.
Well, he's a birdie's great there.
Yeah. No, but he's yes, he in his position, he's good.
This hole could have been an issue, but
this is beautiful.
This is too easy.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
This isn't just a good look. It's a look that we're looking to maybe make it.
Yeah.
You don't have to use a tee. You don't have to go high. You don't have to fight a wind.
No, that's nice. That's a good shot.
I mean, yep. And you can tell Clint is now just sticking greens. He thinks he's in. With a 33, he thinks he's good.
Yeah. No.
17 won't be a problem for anybody.
Correct.
There's no way.
Shouldn't be.
18 could be bad,
Yeah,
but
can
even
be.
if you water 18, a lot of the times we can make the chip for birdie, and if not, a par puts him at 31.
Good shot there.
What is the... and here's something we failed to mention ever, right? If I'm Clint too, I'm also keeping an eye on the machines of people that are ahead of me. So
Really?
Haas was playing. He's playing. He's new Haas was playing in the group with him, and they're going to play the fastest here.
Yes.
I could have gotten a look at every one of these setups coming forward and know what is there.
All right, we're having a little internet issue momentarily, but we should get the stream back up.
Are we still being? Yeah,
I think we are. They can see fine. We are blind. Up. Pull it up on the old cellular device. Hopefully the stream is still up, and hopefully you can hear us.
Yeah, hopefully.
We're looking at a black screen.
Yep.
Watching body language.
Adam, I believe that we're supposed to call it a non-colored screen nowadays.
Oh, now we are completely without internet. But here we go. God.
Everywhere, no. I've got internet.
All right, here's Clint. It is 16 in the face.
16 in the face. That makes this hole great. There's
Yep,
nothing.
there you go.
All right, so Clint, smooth 33. That's a smooth 33. I mean,
Yes, it is.
He could have 34'd it.
So you think he's in?
I got to say he's in.
Even though,
as smooth of a 33 it is, we're not going to see many of them.
32.
No, he's on 33. He had to have been, right?
32.
Did he miss he must have missed the hole.
Yeah. So
he must have missed his putt on the last hole.
Yeah.
I bet he's worried now. I'm not worried for him.
So 32, 31 under. Not bad. Okay, good. Internet's back. So there you go. So
I'm curious what happened with Bernhardt over there because it didn't. We saw his picture all the time going here, and I don't think he looked too pleased.
Well, we can take a look at the qualifier here.
All right. All right. Haas went 33. All right. Luna 31.
21 on Rattlesnake.
Okay. He's all right. We got. That's below the line. All right. Fox is through 50. Fox is probably getting himself in position.
Yeah,
here.
24 under after 15. 21 under for Bernhardt. I know he's not going to be happy on that.
Can we get over to the Fox and Godfrey? Can King do that?
Yes, let's send him a message. You got to go play soon, too, don't you?
I'm good. We got to wait for all these to finish so I can finish the commentary.
All right, we're going to try and switch over there. 32 under.
32 under, and he's probably upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's upset because he was on. I mean, I think he played it perfectly well. He must have, the hole that we lost internet on, he must have missed a putt or something like that.
All right, so Evan, Haas, by the way, 33 under, minus 150.
That's the best cycle we've ever seen, right?
I think it is the best cycle we've ever seen.
Have we had another 150 before?
I think we've had 148, 149.
Yeah, they do. Apparently, I'm okay at it.
Yeah,
so,
no, he is. Yeah, we kind of like a
we
drop button.
Yep.
So Haas is going to be your number one qualifier,
You need a
right?
beer?
I think I may still have one. Actually,
no, he's good. I'm got a Gatorade, I think, somewhere. Can you get another Gatorade by any chance from somewhere?
Okay. No, I've got a beer.
Yeah.
Do you want a beer? Do you like
I might as well have a beer. We've only got one course left.
There you go. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Great to have you.
Sponsored by alcoholism.
Yes, there you go. So, all right. Let's look at the qualifier a little bit more. Let's see. Are we?
Why is Duncan touching my machine? He's not on machine one. What is he doing over here?
All right. So here, qualifying.
Hey, Dave. You're not on that machine. Leave the ball alone. All right, Stream, I'm going to go take over here and try and beat Haas's 33.
All right, see you later. Where's
We're
Kevin
going to see
Lindsay?
how we do it.
Here, will you turn your mic off before you get off? There you go.
All right, beautiful.
All right, no, you're good now.
Thanks for your time, Adam. Always a pleasure. Love it. We'll talk soon. And here comes Kevin Lindsay, everybody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Kevin Lindsay here. You are looking live at the leaderboard. We got a handful of players. The first group is done through Rattlesnake. Lots of decent scores. Andy Haas was a minus 33. Overall score of 150. Minus 150. That is, that's pretty crazy. My partner is going to take a few minute break. We're going to get Richard King to switch over to one of the new games that I think it's Joe Massaro and the Mouth are getting ready to play Rattlesnake Ridge, our 2002 Golden Tee 4 remaster course, released in late last year. We actually have 2 really good ones coming up next year. All right, sorry, we had a couple questions coming up to the commentary desk, but let's see. We got a minus 33 from Andy Haas, a minus 32 from Al Zarel, 31 from George Von Kosambar. I think I've actually probably made that pretty decent. So far, only a couple of, a couple 30s, a couple 31s, but nothing too crazy. Let's see. Luna, Gervais, Gossett all shot 31s as well. Andy Haas, though, 2-time world champ, 2008, 2016. As of right now, your top qualifier with minus 150. But let's take a look at Joe Massara, who is currently 115 after 4. So Joe Massara would have to shoot a 35. And even if Joe Massara hit a 35 on Rattlesnake, he would actually still be second place based on shot points against Andy Haas. So I'm sure Andy had a monster game. Obviously, a 33 on Rattlesnake is really good. Looks like he jumped up a lot in shotties, so that should be that'll be real good. That's Andy Haas being at the top is not surprising, but let's see if we can get Richard King to switch the game.
Okay, if you're in the final group, we're going to get started. Not play the last course, we're going to get started.
All right, so just talked to Richard King, Joe Massara, Mouth. We're playing a couple money shot games. We are getting their signing in right now to Rattlesnake. So we will see Mouth and Joe Massara. Joe Massara was the top qualifier before Rattlesnake Ridge. Be interesting to see how it actually shakes out for Joe. He's been playing really good, 29, 29, 27, 30. Clearly there's some scoring potential, so we may see JoJo hitting a 32 or a 33 and taking that second top 2 qualifying spot right or Andy Haas. Mouth, 113, 2 strokes behind Joe. Mouth can definitely finish top 5 depending on if he can play as relaxed as he sounds.
back.
Yep. You know, most people actually wait to turn the mic on button until they put the headset on so you don't hear the
Scraggle,
crinkle,
scraggle,
crinkle.
scraggle.
Yeah, but that's all right.
Okay, we are back just in time. Paul Taylor, Jeff Harlow. There's some big scores being dropped.
Yes, I was actually just talking to myself and the viewers about that. Actually, unless Joe Massaro hits a 36 under, he will not be able to overtake Andy Haas as top qualifier.
Yes, which is going to be tough. Minus 150 is not too shabby.
No, minus 150 is probably the highest qualifying score we've ever had.
Not too shabby. Let's see.
I believe we are going to switch over. I was telling the viewers, we were talking to Richard King, we are going to switch over to Mouth and JoJo.
Good.
They are making some adjustments. JoJo is he is cleaning the trackball real quickly. Oh, that's so nice. Gino, I appreciate his comment. He said, why is Kevin back? Bring back Mouth. Hashtag fire Kevin. Hashtag, didn't you qualify for Worlds last year?
Oh.
Now, in his defense, because I like to jag but then play nice, I know he had some other things going on, so he couldn't make it. So, it's also, you don't want to talk to Mouth while he's playing. He wants his headphones in, listening to himself.
I was talking to him about the whole headphone thing, by the way. That's relatively new, and he's sort of indifferent on the whole thing. Not indifferent, but he's not committed one way or the other of wearing them. You know what I mean? Like it's It's just I asked him if he was going to wear them tomorrow, and he said maybe.
Yeah, probably
a hard maybe.
See how it goes over the next couple of hours.
All right, so I'm going to put this up on Facebook.
Oh, thank you for that. I'll get it on Instagram.
Why is my iTunes opening up? That's not what you want.
Always a good thing.
Okay. So, Rattlesnake, by the way, is setting up extremely juicy. Did you see Clint Grover's bang shot?
No.
He
was it Kevin Lindsay-esque?
No, it was beautiful. It may get him in the tournament as well.
Really?
Main event. He hit it on the par 4 on the front 9 around, where you have to do the bank shot off the wall, bank, Drano, in.
Yeah, that's Kevin Lindsay's done that before.
Have you done that before?
Yeah, when I was playing in Alexis, Illinois with Brian Bernhardt, I did that, and I almost made it shot of the week, but I was the better. I was the better man.
We are firmly out on shot of the week.
I wouldn't say firmly. I would say out if there's a really good score, or excuse me, a really good shot that has never been done before. But that was done before. Mine was better than everyone else's, but it's all right.
All right, so here we go. Mouth has got his headphones on.
Yeah, I did not realize he was doing that.
This is it, by the way. This is the home stretch of trying to make the cut. And Paul Taylor trying to line this up. This hole, we were talking about this, it's kind of a sneaky, for me, this par 3 I have and will mess up, although Paul Taylor did not. He just drained it. So there goes that theory
You're
of mine.
the good jinx for Paul Taylor.
Yes. No, it's given me problems before. And
although I will mention that he used a high tee there. This is one of those holes.
Ooh,
hole 4 of Rattlesnake kind of.
There you go.
I high tee this just like Paul Taylor did. No joke. This kind of reminds me of what was the one course?
Jeff's not gonna be happy about that.
There's a course last year that the China course last year. There was a par 3 I used to always high tee just to play it safe, and I think the vitality of hole 4 on Rattlesnake, sometimes wasting that tee isn't a waste, you know?
No, absolutely. So it'd be very interesting to see what the cut line is as we look at the leaderboard here. Andy Haas is most likely going to be your top overall qualifier, minus 150. Evan Gossett in with a minus 143. Paul Luna minus 142. Sean Gervais minus 141. Ed Godfrey minus 141. Jeff Sutyak, man, oh man, minus 140 with the migraine. Not too bad. George Von K minus 140. So big scores. At the cut line, though, guys that are just getting going, it's really, really interesting. Huge opportunity here to drop a 32, 33 under, and you're in. So we'll see if they're able to do it.
Yes, having Rattlesnake Ridge in as the final course, it really gives some guys chances that you wouldn't necessarily get if you were playing like a Mystic Hills or a Mayfield.
No, it's definitely the most scoreable course that we've had. So I think it absolutely changes the complexion of the entire qualifier. Oof, that's a good line there, but just a little bit short. Taylor, by the way, he's in good shape here. If he shoots a 28-29 under at 116, I mean,
considering he is in 40th place after 6 holes.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's absolutely good.
Yeah, he's fine. Harlow, if we look around, at 114, he's in okay shape too, but he needs a big round. So there's I think you're going to have a ton of movement here in this last course. This look is as good as it gets, by the way, in terms of this drivable par 5 on hole 7. Actually, all the drivables. I mean, this is as nice a look, I think, as favorable with hole 9, the par 5s for the most part. You've got, or hole 10, excuse me, and to drive. I mean, this is set up to do well.
Yeah, from what I was seeing while I was bouncing around, letting Mouth be on commentary, it seemed like there was a lot of good stuff going on. And the nice thing is the first par 5 really can make or break your game. If you accidentally water that and get put back on the tee box, we've seen it in Peggott events and other national events. It really throws people's game off. So hopefully, with such an easy setup, people are high-teeing a 3-wood or a 10-5, getting through that.
This is nice. This is very nice. You can, you don't have to be overly aggressive here to go after this.
Yeah, you kind of can just let the wind carry and just roll down that green.
And if you're Paul, you already have an ace. You're comfortably in. You're probably sort of in cruise control in some ways with the rest of the round here. All right, so let's look around a little bit at the qualifier or the last round to see what people are doing. Mark McClevich, who you all just heard, is 11 under through 6, so he's fine. I love this. I do not hit the ball very far, so this hole 9 gives me some fits.
That's a really good setup.
It is. The thing that you got to watch for is getting too aggressive and pushing it left to right, because if you push it left to right here, which I'll do often and come up short.
Yeah, it's not an easy chip from that sand.
I mean, that's perfect. If you hit it as hard as he does, that's fine. When we were watching Clint and Evan, both very straight, very safe shots. I think both made their putts, but they were long putts. So you can kind of make this as easy or difficult as you want it to be. And that's good, too. So that's fine. Those are
2 great shots on a hole. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a hole in 1 or 2 from some of these guys because this is a really good look on that hole.
This is as nice of look on Rattlesnake in general as I think I've ever seen. Like it's just fantastic. So if you needed this, if you're on the bubble, it's good and bad. Like it's an opportunity to do well, but it's an opportunity for everybody to do well.
Yeah, it's tough. Like you see somebody like Mouth, he's in 28th place after 7 holes. That's 28th out of 64 qualifiers. So Mouth is going to qualify.
He's comfortably in, yeah.
He's comfortably in, unlike last year.
Yeah, no, but this is where we just on the stream saw the Clint's ace. It was fantastic, but he did a much different shot. He did the driver off the wall.
Kevin Lindsay special.
Yeah, I mean it's amazing that shot is controlled as it is, because to me it may look kind of bizarre that these guys are slamming it off the wall, but they're actually doing it with the purest intentions. And, yeah, it worked for both of those guys. Evan's shot had a good line at going in, too. So, no problems here. Both should be in. Where are we on the top overall qualifiers? Still minus 143 group. You've got Joe Massara, 16 under after 9, who's in 131. So he's very likely to just swoop by those guys, maybe be the number 2 overall qualifier. This is a fun look, too, here, by the way. 2-tiered green.
Yeah, we were just actually talking about this earlier.
Yes. That's fine. Actually, that's beyond fine. That's really, really good. All you have to do here is just not come up short.
Yeah,
and,
this
and,
is a
and
really
you're not going to hit
look.
this long if you just smooth this through. You know what I mean?
I know a lot of these guys are sighing a breath of relief because, like we were talking about earlier, it's on the underside of the tiered green.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. That was a miss hit of the track ball that almost became a shot of the week that ended up, thankfully, good.
Oh,
Better than a bad chip out of the rough.
That's not going to help him. And you could see by his face he
was not happy with that.
And that's the tough thing on 3-wood on that hole, because it's that 13 mile an hour with the elevate. There's a lot of different variables there, which I'm kind of surprised. Okay, this hole tomorrow during match play is going to be a game changer, I think. Interested to see what the approach is. This is, and you know this shot better than I, as good of a look as you have.
Yeah, honestly, this was the first time that I ever went to the right and shot through that right side gap.
Now look at that.
No, it's all good.
You're good, Sonny.
Now, see, Harlow's playing, well, Harlow's playing this smart, which is actually a very nice layup spot. If he might get caught with that. Oh.
Is it coming yet?
Yeah. That was suboptimal. And the guy that's trying to make the qualifier is.
He just kicked off one. It nicked one of those things just enough to go out.
Yeah,
man.
that's not fun.
You could see the reaction of Chris Thorbrogger in the background too, of that face of, oh my goodness. So
yeah, that was a great layup, but just a bad.
Yeah, unfortunately that's tough. That's a bad break.
Yeah, that's.
All right, so you need to rally though. I mean, he's still a guy on the cut line. You can see him shaking his head. That's to me the hardest part about and what makes these guys really good is being able to recover from that. Jeff obviously is a world champion and can recover.
Yeah.
But like when you're playing with your buddy for a beer, you go on tilt.
Yeah,
those are the kind of shots that just put you on tilt.
Yeah, and it looks like right now Jeff, he's 18 after 12, so he didn't lose any strokes. He definitely did not gain any. He's still in 39th right now. He's gonna have to work hard. He's got a chance. He's got to work. He's got to work real hard to make sure he cracks that top 32. But I don't want to jinx him. But I'll tell you what, if Jeff Harlow doesn't make the cut and he's in the silver bracket, that's not good for everyone else.
No,
like Jeff Harlow, former world champ, he can definitely pull out the stop. So
and he's a great tournament player.
Yeah, I mean,
oh man, that was almost his second hole in one there for Paul Taylor.
Yeah, and that's what some people don't realize is that qualifying day, is so much different than head-to-head match play.
Yeah, it is much different.
So what the mistakes you see these guys, possibly make in qualifier, they may not. They'll be getting their own
It's just a different
zone.
mindset, and players are different as well. Just looking at the qualifying leaderboard, scores are coming in. This is the second round here, so most of the players are on, really just kind of starting the back nine.
Yeah, that's what I was
early part of the back nine. So this is the home stretch for these guys who are trying to make the cut. Look at this, going all the way down there. Gee, I didn't know you could do that. Do you ever do that?
I've never gone that far before.
And both of them are doing it. Like, this is something we should know that you can do. That's actually awesome. Okay, I learned something today.
I don't think you get that. I don't really think you get that set up a lot, but hey.
No, yeah,
that's what makes these guys some of the best in the world.
No,
really.
it's and look, that's. I think Harlow may even just said to Paul, "I didn't know you could do that." I don't read lips.
No,
but he said something to him, basically of the line like, "Hey, this looks really nice," because this is an elevation hole. Clint actually went deep here and missed a chip. I mean, so yeah, that's a valuable little piece of intel if you're watching at home wondering how do you play this hole. That's pretty good.
Honestly, we've seen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different tournaments before the World Championship that had this course on it, or excuse me, 4. The fact that we've never seen that yet, that's interesting.
All right, so we're a little behind on sound. We're lagging on sound. So let's look at the qualifier as a whole as we catch up a little bit here. And you guys can watch Paul and Jeff here try to make the cut. JoJo 25 under after 14 holes. He's minus 140 with 4 holes to play. He is going to be the number 2 qualifier.
I think it's almost certain that he is going to go. Now, Paul Taylor, hole 15 is one of those holes that very well can be driven.
Saw some hit the cactus earlier.
Yeah, it's definitely a good setup. Paul's got a chip for eagle, but he's got a chance. And it's rare. It's actually a funny look because typically players are going. they're coming in hitting an A1 and spinning it in from the left versus, today's setup, everyone is going to the right and hoping to not hit a cactus and take a par instead of a potential eagle.
Man, that is a long, long way to go. All right, so here we go. Let's look at the updated leaderboard here right now. And again, we're on the back nine. We've got most guys have hole 11, hole 13, 7, 8 holes to play. The cut line right now is minus 129. That's a huge qualifier. You can do the math here and what the average is per course and the average score. So the cut line right now minus 32, but that's going to probably go up because you've got guys that are that are still playing, that are far along in the back. I see a handful of guys with lots of holes to play, including Jeff Harlow, who are watching, who are trying to make up the deficit here if they have some.
2
strokes?
Yeah.
27.
Yeah, so he might be. Yeah, I was just talking to Russ Layton. Missed his eagle putt. Unfortunately, he one of the few to actually have the putt. He missed it. This is actually not a awful setup, so he can potentially gain a stroke back here on hole 16 as long as he threads the needle enough through this canyon wall.
Yep. Which I can't see because I'm watching the stream, but it sounds great.
That's okay. How is Mouth looking? You were just talking to him earlier.
Let's see. Let's do an updated look.
Started.
He's 25 under through 15, so he is fine right now. He's in 60.
That's a minus 30 for Mouth if he hits eagle, birdie, eagle.
He's 138.
Yeah, he's top 5.
So he's looking in pretty good shape here if he can seal the deal.
I think the number's going to be 133.
There's some estimations right now what the cut is going to be right now. 132 could jump up to 133.
Yeah, it was hard because with the leaderboard, the top 32 were already up there, but it looked like.
Well, yeah, but before the last course started, it was 105. Was
Yeah.
32nd. I'm saying let's call it a 28 average, which I think is fair. That makes it 133.
Yeah.
All right. So we're talking cut line of 133 or 132. Great shot points here are going to help because you're looking at multiple guys with that score. In fact, just looking at it right now.
Yeah, that's a good point about the great shot points. You might have a lot of hearts broken on the 32 cut line with 32, 33 cut line with shot points being the deciding factor. So,
yeah, you got to get your shotties while you can.
What's that?
Normally Harlow's not.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
He's good for about 50,000 a game.
Right.
Update.
All right, so it looks like we're going into the 18th hole. We're going to follow. I'm going to scooch over here a little bit and get a better look since our MC is 8 feet tall and in my way. But really good look here with I think, what is that, a 15 win in the face. So not the easiest look on this hole, but driver 10-5, you can carry through that wind pretty easily, and that's exactly what Jeff Harlow is going to hit. Oh, yeah. Jeff hit the 10-5 with a nice backspin.
Paul's clean as well. All right, we are back. We are wrapping things up here with our 5th qualifying course, Rattlesnake. Big scores coming in late. Matt Welter drops a minus 34. Minus 34.
Yeah,
Not too shabby.
That'll throw off some qualification scores.
Mark Stenmark drops a minus 34, last year's world champion, to give himself a minus 143. I'm going to refresh this one time. Oh, yep, now we're back on us too, so don't do anything stupid. Well, just moderately stupid. Yep, we're scrolling down to the cut line here. Minus 130. Oh, Penikoff is coming. So Penikoff is, I mean, he's going to get in.
Yeah, no, there's 4 people, according to...
But as far as a real chance, I don't see anybody else with a real chance.
Nope. Yeah, Penikoff looks good. Actually, he's having a good qualifier.
Penikoff's going to make it, and Grover's going to be 33rd.
Yeah, that's looking like what it's going to be.
Wow, Andy Fox not going to make it.
Andy Fox is minus 133, but is going to be on the outside. So you have a huge contingent at minus 133. So the cut is going to be minus 134. Assuming Penikoff comes in, he's 21 under through 12, and he's likely going to do, and you see the leaderboard here scrolling as we go down and go through some names. So let's, biggest surprises so far. Again, we're waiting for these results to finalize, and at that point, we'll have the bracket done. So Andy Haas is going to be the #1 overall qualifier at minus 150. Have we ever seen a 150? I don't think we have.
No, I don't think so. I'm trying to think. Wisconsin, we saw a high qualifying score. St. Louis, same thing, but it was not nowhere near 150.
So 28 under, 30 under, 29 under, 30 under, 33 under. My goodness.
It helps when you have a couple home ones and a couple of hole outs.
It does. Matt Welter, who, again, I talked about, I think he's severely underrated, minus 148. We're scrolling through the leaderboard here. No surprise.
Joe Massaro,
JoJo.
147, third place.
Mike Johnston, 17th overall right now. Strong. Greg Kinsler right in there, former world champion. Jeff Harlow is right on the verge. We were watching him, and it looks like that he is probably going to get in. You go down the mix a little bit. It's kind of funny, you know, minus 126, which is a 25 and change average for 5 courses. No good here at the World Championship.
Yeah, that is pretty.
That's pretty unbelievable.
Yeah.
So let's see. Really, the interesting thing to watch now is Todd Penikoff, who's already.
Yep.
So he's at minus 135.
Unless
24
he
under through.
double bogeys the next 5 holes in a row. So we can't say unofficially, but or can't officially say, but unofficially, it looks like Jeff Harlow is your 32nd qualifier with a 134 and 91,000 shot points.
Yeah, so that would mean Clint Grover is.
So
out.
134 is going to be the perceived cut line.
Yeah, that's fascinating. We were actually talking about him when we were watching him. He gave away a shot late, like a missed chip, and at the time it didn't necessarily. You thought he was good. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know, so that you thought a 32 under at the end would be good, but obviously the setup on Rattlesnake.
Yeah, that
has
22
been
on
tremendous.
Rhineland just really got him.
But the biggest surprise though to me is Andy Fox right now on the outside, and he is on the outside.
Yeah, I
so
mean Andy Fox, he ended up he was a
7-1
odds, and oh wow, Brian Bernhardt.
What'd he do?
128. He's in 43rd.
Yeah, he did not have a good time on Rhineland, right?
No, he didn't do too bad. He had a 24 on Rhineland, but he had a 21 on Rattlesnake.
That's what it was.
Yeah, the 21 on Rattlesnake really hurt him, which is crazy because he took 4th place in the World Championship last year.
Yeah, no, and look, that's kind of the Rattlesnake. That's the allure of it. Is the big round is there, but so is the mess up. But I'll be honest, like that. Setup was not hard.
No.
My guys got me through that last round.
Greg Kinsler over here. Is that PJ Mass?
Yeah, you got Catboy.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot the name.
PJ Mass with the PJ Mass.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, that's on in my household.
And I used the rare headphones.
I know.
I saw that.
They're from Brady. From my son.
I saw that. The rare Greg Kinsler with headphones.
Has the play
Did
school
you have
headphones.
music playing, or just had them over your ears?
I had music
Oh,
playing,
okay.
but it was low enough to where I could hear Landon say, like, good shot.
What are you listening to, Greg?
Imagine Dragons.
Oh, there you go.
Good choice.
Those headphones?
Yeah, no, exactly. Just the Paw Patrol theme song over and over and over again. Dad jokes?
Get a little Thomas the Tank Engine on there.
Yeah, no, it's that's good. Well, Greg is in.
I think Mouth and I play first round.
Oh boy. Yeah, actually, let's.
If those numbers are final, 11 plays 22.
Let's see. Well, let's look at the qualifier and see how final they are. Todd Penikoff is still could move things around. Hey, buddy. Yep. Penikoff is the one.
Penikoff is in though. He was he broke 32 on like hole 14. So 134 is going to end up being the cut line. I won't say officially, but unofficially it is.
If he jumps Mouth or myself, if he hasn't already, that would change.
Well, he's got a few holes with opportunities too still left.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right. So other surprises. I mean, honestly, there's not a ton here that is all that shocking.
No, honestly, Brian Bernhardt not qualifying, Andy Fox not qualifying. I mean, we talked about Andy Fox. He was 7-1 odds. Brian Bernhardt, 30-1 odds. Andy Fox, the Player of the Year, the 2017 Player of the Year. Brian Bernhardt, 4th place world champion in the World Championship last year.
How about Mr. Ayala with a 143?
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive.
One half of the Ayala brothers.
Yeah.
He has played really well in the Houston tournaments. He's just kind of always that I'll call the dark horse because he doesn't go to enough tournaments to really understand.
Top qualifier on Royal. Yeah, no, top qualifier on Royal and then backs it up with a 30 under Rattlesnake. Paul Luna at 9 is maybe a little bit lower than people would expect to see him.
Yeah.
Honestly, because he might be the best qualifier in this room typically. Him and well, really everybody on here, but he's just historically up there.
I will tell you this: I told Paul Luna that if he does not get, as he would like to say, turned up tonight in Las Vegas, then he's not winning tomorrow. The only way Paul Luna wins tournaments is when he is drunk and let loose on Saturday. He may hurt Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday after, but I think if he could do that tonight and win the World Championship, I think the $20,000 hangover might be sufferable.
The betting favorite, Lance Harris, checks in at number 4, minus 144, which again is still insane. I mean, these are insane numbers here, and we kind of knew they would be. Sean Gervais, we haven't talked about him much, has had the worst tournament luck in the World Championship we've seen. Has shot clean 28, 29 unders and basically been bounced like immediately from the Worlds.
Yeah, the worst I think a couple tournaments ago, was it Wisconsin or Orlando?
It stretches beyond Worlds.
Yeah, he lost on Calypso Key against, was it Gossett? Gossett holed out like 2 holes in the row. Yeah, 34 or something ridiculous, and Gervais lost. Like his 31 or 32 was not good enough.
So Sean Gervais, by the way, 20-1. That is tremendous value.
Yeah, that actually is really good value.
He is. Oh wait, here we go. So we're about done. All right.
So since he's standing here, Evan Flossett, also known as Will Sandstead, coming in at number 30. So squeezing in there with the minus 134.
Nice.
I know not as much, not as high up as he'd want, but.
32 to get in, too. 24-32. That is it's a good turnaround right there.
Turn around.
All right, so these guys are all done. Here, I'm going to reload it.
I'm going to reload this at least 18 times. Let me make sure that this is 100% final. So Jeff Harlow is 32nd with a minus 134. 134 is the cut.
134. 91,871 great shot points. So that is it. Clint Grover, minus 133, 108,000 great shot points, will be the number 1 seed in the silver bracket. So let's go through the full field, and we'll have a bracket here shortly. This is your 32-man Golden Tee World Championship field. Well, I guess we don't have to go through the whole field. That'll take a while.
Well,
but highlights.
Let's just talk about Brian Olday, Oliver, Ayala, guys that you kind of expected to play well, but,
not there.
5 and 6, that's a little bit surprising. Jeff Sudiak, was having migraines and throwing up earlier in the day, shooting a 140, almost dead center right there at 14th.
Mark Stenmark, last year's world champion, who has not been playing a ton and then maybe playing a ton near the end, shoots a 34 with his last course and finishes minus 143. So he's in. The Mouth, who we heard commentating, was not happy with his last round. We'll say that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
But still minus 141. He's the 11th seed. He's fine. And now what we have to do here shortly is check out the bracket. And that's what we're going to be putting together now to figure out matchups.
Yeah, so now that we are officially done, actually...
are they up?
Yeah, if we will get this linked to on the Golden Tee website. We'll also share it on social media right now.
Okay, let's reveal the matches.
Check Paul's latest email.
Oh, Paul sent us an email already?
All right,
Shout out to Paul.
No, this was yesterday.
Oh, shout out to Paul yesterday.
So, first match, number 1 seed Andy Haas versus Jeff Harlow.
That's fun.
That's very interesting. 2 former world champions head-to-head in one of the first matches tomorrow. That's great. George Von Kay, Gavin Herron, 16 and 17th seed.
That's a good
That'll
match.
be a good match. Paul Luna and Al Zarel, always a good match. Evan Gossett, Ryan Sparks. Ryan Sparks in the 25th spot.
Yeah, and Evan last year, top overall qualifier, lost that first game. Remember, last year's bracket was like weird as can be. It was like upset city.
Yes.
So and that's an interesting match because Sparks is a guy I don't necessarily think we talk about a ton who's really, really good. I really like his game.
No, absolutely. And it's actually funny now that we have officially announced that qualifying is over, you kind of see the herd slowly start to come on stage, the guys who were here watching but couldn't actually play.
Yes.
So machines are starting to be taken
That's
over
good.
by
Hey,
these
good
guys.
for these guys. They're going to drink beer and spend money. That's
Very
what we
interesting matchup, Mouth versus Thorbrogger. Mouth and
Man,
Thor,
it's like
Minnesota
that Minnesota
guys.
old school guys. You know, Thorbrogger in the 08 Worlds was the runner-up to Andy Haas. One of the best probably the best drunk Golden Tee player I've ever seen. But a great tournament player too, and a guy that hasn't played as a ton lately. But still, to me, that's a really fun match. That is not necessarily the guy that I think Mouth wants to see.
No, not at all. Jeff Sudiak, who we were just talking about, he takes on Tony Johnson, the 19th seed.
Well, Sean Gervais versus Greg Kinsler, the 10 versus 23. That's really good. That's not I don't think either of those guys is particularly thrilled with that draw.
No. Matt Welter, number 2 seed, taking on Jared Decker at 31. That'll be an interesting match.
By the way, too, not just Sean Gervais and Greg Kinsler, but the winner of that game plays the winner of Mark Stenmark and Jaeger.
We talked about earlier. He had the number 1 score on Safari, I believe,
yes.
which shocked. He definitely shocked a few people walking into this event. He qualified 26 overall, but he still was number 1.
Old school guy can
Safari.
really play. That's a great match. But that's a really strong part of the bracket. Jeff Sudiak, Anthony Johnson too. I know you mentioned that. That's a great game. I mean, that's a really really.
I'll be
good
honest
match.
too. Jeff Lannon, Mike Johnston. I think that's a very interesting. Matchup as well. Honestly, all these matches, I know, we get paid to say good things, but truly, knowing 98% of these guys and, knowing their style of play. Thank you, Mr. Cooper.
Here we go.
All these matches are going to be high quality.
Ed Godfrey, Paul Taylor is really, really strong. And what we're going to do after this is try and figure out where certain guys are going to go and where we're going to place guys in different games so we can profile. We want to show, all these guys are great, but we want to showcase some of the most interesting matchups that we have. I want to forecast some of the most interesting round 2. How about this? Paul Luna, we mentioned number 9 being not where he wanted to qualify, versus Al Zarel, who played pretty well today, by the way. Winner of that game gets the winner of Evan Gossett Sparks. So you could have a Paul Luna, Evan Gossett
I was
match.
just about thinking that is actually very interesting.
So that's 2 of the favorites. And
two close
two
guys,
good friends,
2 great players, 2 Powercade players.
In fact, the top half, just looking at it snap view, the top half of this bracket, you've got Haas and Luna a couple of matches away from each other if it shakes out that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you've got and Gossett in the mix too. So the top half of that feels really strong. There's great matches all over the place. That's kind of the fun thing that we like to check out. And by the way, so tomorrow the schedule is 11 o'clock. We're going to start with the silver bracket. Let's do a silver bracket breakout now. So these guys can't win the World Championship. They're in a bracket, but $3,000 top prize. So it's huge stakes. You rarely get that level of prize in any tournament. So Clint Grover is going to be the 1 seed in the silver bracket. That's he's probably not thrilled about that. But still, he's got a chance. And just looking at some of these matches,
John Janza and Steve Beatty's a good match. Adam Harris and Jason Losiavo.
How about Brian Bernhardt, Jeff McClellan in the first round?
That
of the
is, I
silver
was waiting to
bracket?
see where he was at.
That's brutal. And by the way, the winner of that match plays the winner of the Andy Fox Ken Gallus match. Oh my goodness, that's brutal. That's
I got to say one thing. Disappointing that good friend of mine Brian didn't make it. But you know what? How good must Andy Haas feel knowing that he doesn't have to worry about potentially blowing a game against Brian Bernhardt on hole 18?
Yes, no, it's very, very true. Boy, Adrian Westergren, Mike Denko, it's a first-round match. Seeing the silver bracket the way it is just shows you the quality of this field. It's a deep field. It's a hugely, there's great players everywhere. Dan Biel is the 21 seed in the silver bracket. You know what I mean? Danny's a really good player, and that just kind of really emphasizes just how good these players are. So we will start that at 11. Tomorrow we will we're going to talk to Don Pescioni. We're going to talk to Jim Zielinski. We're going to talk to Larry Hodgson. We're going to showcase some of these silver matches early. At least that's the plan. At 11, and then at 1 o'clock we will move to the championship bracket. And that's it. All right. So for Adam Kramer, Kevin Lindsay, good job.
Yeah,
it was fun. We're going to sign off. We got guys getting ready to play games and drink beers out here, and we're going to go do the same.
Yeah, so we're going to talk to Richard King. I'm sure we're going to probably wrap this stream up, but I think we may throw GoldenTeeTV might throw up another stream so you can watch some of these fun, just hang out and bull BS matches. We'll let you know. Obviously, King will share those links if we end up going live for the rest of the afternoon. But we'll post the links to the those brackets.
He's already got them up.
Oh yeah, we're gonna throw brackets up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. You got any questions for Jim, Larry, or Don? Shoot them to us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Honestly, you guys probably text and call me enough. Feel free to text me if you need it as well.
That's
all
it.
right. Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, we're big millionaires.
Yes, probably not, but yes.